The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school basketball starts now.
Central Kentucky high school basketball on tap for you this evening as we get set for a 30th District semifinal, a night of 30th District semifinal action, as we will have the girls contest followed by the boys ball game. And welcome on in here to Collins High School. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest on the call for you here tonight. Coach, glad to be back here alongside you as we get set for Woodford County and Anderson County on the girls' side, and then Spencer County and Collins on the boys' side of things in this night of semifinals. Should be a fun night of basketball.
Justin, one of the most thrilling part of the basketball season is about to begin. You know, and it's for some teams, you win, you progress on. You lose, you go pick up stuff for the spring sports.
And it was a long travel day for these two teams who actually just got into the gym a couple minutes ago. So we had to rush to do our interviews, but we got those locked down, and we're ready to bring you all some pregame here for this one. Coach, first we got to start with our players to watch in this game. Let's start first with Woodford County. They've got a couple of players who are really putting up big numbers on the season, but who you keying on?
Well, the two girls you really have to keep your eyes on tonight are Hallie Gordon and Tylon Wade. Both of them very, very athletic. Gordon averages 17 and 7 and could probably do more. You know, she gets her teammates involved and such. And as far as Wade, she's just an athlete. You know, all of a sudden she scored 4 or 5 points. She's got some stick back. She's made some steals. Very athletic.
And then on the Anderson County side of things, in terms of their player to watch, there really is only one that we need to key on, and that is Emily Gerard. She has had a fantastic year.
She really did, and we started the year saying everything goes as Gerard goes for Anderson County, but as the year has gone on, and I've seen them 5 times this year, so saw them early, first game, saw them midway through the season, saw them here a couple of weeks ago. Matter of fact, they played this very Woodford team. And what I'm seeing now is a more well-rounded team, and there has a second fiddler, if you will, emerge, and that's Ellie Schaus. She's a three-point shooter, and what she does for Anderson County, she gives them that integral part of inside out. With Jared being really good inside, using her size, now you've got Schaus, who, if you pack it inside, she's going to make you pay.
Yep, we'll keep our eye on Schaus as well, as she does lead this team in three-point makes this season. But that'll wrap it up here for this first segment. We'll go ahead and step aside for a break. We have got an interview coming up with Coach Latier Eason from Woodford County. I was able to catch up with her prior to the game here tonight, so we'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for Central Kentucky high school basketball this evening on Glycon.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
We know it's more than a Bragel. It's love at first bite. Big B makes it better.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local, a locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive, we are leaders in customer care.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel. Home on the range. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Central Kentucky High School basketball this evening on Glycod. Justin Kalen back here with you, now joined by Coach Latier Eason in her 4th season as head coach of the Woodford County Yellow Jackets. Coach, pretty good season for y'all thus far, 16-8 overall record. You're going up against an Anderson County team who a couple weeks ago took care of y'all 40-32. Maybe what did you learn from that matchup? What did your team take from that, and how do you apply that tonight?
We learned a lot from that first matchup. We didn't play our best basketball, so, as a coach, that's a good thing, knowing that your team can do better, and we only lost by 8 points. So we went back to the drawing board and worked on a lot of the things that we need to improve on going into tonight's game.
Yeah, you got Haley Gordon playing really well for you, Taylon Wade, also a sophomore that's played well this season. Who else? Maybe give me a couple more that we should look out for here tonight.
Yeah, so, Haley and Taylon have been tremendously for us this season. Evie Hall, a post player. She's undersized, but she has a big heart, and she plays extremely hard for us. That's our 3rd leading scorer. Another player will be Emma Ruby, a senior. She does some great things on the defensive end for us. We're going to need her to step up offensively.
Sure.
So those 4, Taraji Sanford, she had 22 points in our first game, and she's a freshman. So we had a lot of good pieces in our program, and we just got to play team basketball tonight.
Now, when it comes to this Anderson County team, who do you watch out for? Is there somebody you have to stop? Is there somebody you key on defensively?
Yes, absolutely. Emily, number 25, their post player, she had 16 points in the last game. And Ellie, number 11, the freshman guard, she's really good, real smooth with her game, not flashy. They had more than half of their points, so we have to contain them and stop them.
Gotcha. And health pretty good with your team coming into this one?
We're healthy. We were dealing with illnesses this past week, but we have everybody right now.
All right, Coach, best of luck. A lot on the line tonight. Yes. Hopefully y'all can get it done for Woodford County.
Thank you so much.
All right, that is Coach Latier Eason for the Woodford County Yellow Jackets. Best of luck to her squad here tonight, and we will be back on the other side with more right here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
Communication is really important on a team because you have to know what everybody's doing, even when it's not your job. You just really want to work as one unit, and whenever you can do that, the team is at its best. I think staying active helps me to be my best self by keeping me disciplined. Being able to look back whenever I go to bed at night, checking all the things off that I've done that day, it creates the best me. My name is Trent Noah, and I'm better without it.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we continue to get you set for 30th District semifinal action tonight for your Central Kentucky High School basketball coverage on Glycod. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you, and Coach, folks continuing to file in. Looks like we've got a couple of bands in the house, so it's going to be a fun environment. But before we get into the game portion, we've got to bring you your keys to the game. Tonight's keys to the game are brought to you by Kinzer & Kinzer in LaGrange, delivering clean, comfortable air. Let's first start with Woodford County. Keys to the game for them coming in.
Well, they're very athletic. You know, that's probably the biggest positive they possess. They've got 3 gals that can score on anybody. And the other kids understand their roles. Depth is maybe a question mark, but the last time I checked, you got to play with 5, and they carry more than that.
Yep.
Okay, Gordon, Wade, they're big scorers. Okay, limited bench. That would be a concern if you're Woodford County.
Yeah. How about for the Bearcats of Anderson County, who come into this one 19-9? Keys to the game for them.
Well, they got a veteran coach. He's been around. He understands girls basketball probably better than most coaches in this state. And Coach Birdwhistle just does a great job. They started off this year really with one person of size and experience, and that was Emily Jarrett. She's carried them for most of the year, but as the year has gone on, the rest of the team has blended around her. They understand their roles now and emerged a second scorer with Ellie Schaus. Average about 12 points a game. She's an outside threat. So 2 weeks ago, these teams played at Anderson, and Anderson was able to prevail.
Yep, by 8 points in that one, 40-32. And in terms of the coach of Anderson County, Clay Birdwhistle, 6-time 8th Region Coach of the Year. So that shows you exactly that he knows what he's doing coming into this game here tonight. Before we get away for another break, I do want to remind you that this broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the expressed written permission of the KHSAA is prohibited. We'll step aside for that break now, come back, and we will hear from Anderson County head coach Clay Birdwhistle, as Coach was able to catch up with him prior to the game here tonight. So we'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
Our customers leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs.
Come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
This is Gary Forrest coming to you live from Shelbyville, Kentucky, where tonight, 30th District Girls Basketball District Tournament. I'm here with Coach Clay Birdwhistle from Anderson County. Coach, a little longer than 2 weeks ago, you played this same team. And quite frankly, I think you guys maybe are the two of the better girls teams in your district. Now you're going to turn around and one's going to be going home and one's going to move on.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy with the Snowmageddon, how it changed everybody's schedules, and it was just a matter of just trying to get games in. But yeah, we played them, and both teams have gone and had a lot of other games, a lot of opportunities to grow and go to practice and get better. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Coach, I've seen you 4 times this year. Saw you early, then through the middle, then toward the end, and your team continues to grow. And it looks like the kids have figured out their roles and such.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten better. The snow was probably good for us. We kind of went back to formula and really, worked. We had over a week of just practicing, no games, and we've been better since then. But when you're dealing with inexperience and you're dealing with youth, from day to day, game to game, you never know. But I do know this: they're going to come out here and they're going to compete their tails off.
Coach, what are you going to have to do tonight to be successful against a very athletic Woodford County team?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit like the game before. We know that they are bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic than us. We know they're more experienced than us. We got to make it about something other than that. So, if we can make it a skill game, or if we can try to make the game hard, it's in our favor. But they have really, really good talent. The Wade kid, the Gordon kid, and then they have really good role players all around. It's a monumental task, but we'll see what happens.
You've heard of Coach Play bird whistle, where tonight his Anderson County bunch takes on Woodford County in 30th District girls basketball. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
We know it's more than a matcha latte. It's your midday MVP. Bigby makes it better.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Under 10 minutes until we get to game action here for your 30th District Semifinal night at Collins High School. For your Central Kentucky High School basketball action. Should be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And we've got to bring you your starting lineups, as tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Bigby Coffee. Find your new crush with locations in Lawrenceburg and Shelbyville. Let's first start for the Yellow Jackets of Woodford County, who come into this one 16-8 on the year. They're going to trot out number one, Taylon Wade. She is a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds a game. Tarajnia Sanford, a freshman, 5'8", putting up 4 points, 2 rebounds a contest. Evie Hall is a 5'10 junior. She scores 6 points and gets 6 rebounds a ball game. You've got Emma Ruby, a 5'8 senior. She wears number 14, 5.5 points per contest to go along with 2.5 rebounds. And then Haley Gordon, 17.2 points per game, and she's pulling down 6.4 rebounds per game. First on the team in both of those categories. Coach, what do you make of that starting lineup?
Very athletic. You know, one of their strengths is that starting five. And when we say that's a strength, maybe suspect with people coming off the bench.
Yep, no doubt about it. Anderson County, they come in 19-9 on the year. They're going to trot out number 4, Abby Wells. She's a 5'7 senior, scoring 5.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game, the only senior on this team. Macy Cooper wears number 5. She's a 5'3 sophomore, 2 points, 2 rebounds a ball game. Emily Schaus, a 5'1 freshman, wears number 11. 12.6 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per contest. Andy Beasley wears number 13. She's a 5'2 sophomore, 6 points, 3 rebounds a ball game. And Emily Gerard, a 6-foot sophomore, 16 points, 9 rebounds per ball game. 7 double-doubles on the season for Gerard. So again, just like Woodford County, pretty good starting lineup there for Anderson County, Coach.
Very much so, and these teams very familiar with one another. They're right next door, so to speak, probably a 20-minute drive from school to school, and very competitive.
Well, looking forward to see how this one shakes out tonight as folks continue to file in here to Collins High School. You heard the band as Anderson County came on the floor there as we were going through starting lineups. So should be a fun atmosphere here tonight at Collins. But we're doing another break, so we'll go ahead and take that now. We'll come back on the other side, and we will just about be set for tip-off. We'll give you some series information as well. Stay right there. More Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage coming up for you on Glycod.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
so we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School Basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School. And now, courtside for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School Basketball, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Central Kentucky High School Basketball. We are just about set for our 30th District Semifinal on the girls' side of things. Woodford County and Anderson County. Woodford County 16-8, Anderson County 19-9. Let's bring you some series information from this, or as we get into this contest. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest here alongside you. Coach, these two teams have played a lot over the years, but Anderson County holds a 28-8 advantage since 1998, and they have won the last 19 matchups. That number surprised me when I saw it.
Well, I tell you what, one of the things that you can look at and you can pretty much figure it out is Clay Birdwhistle has been there for most of those years.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Woodford has kind of been a revolving seat for coaches, so it's tough to get things built and keep sustaining a tradition.
Yeah. Clay Birdwhistle, also a 1995 graduate of Anderson County, so he's got that going for him as well. Let me ask you this, Coach, because you had a close-up view of this game less than 2 weeks ago. It was back on February 12th, or I guess that was exactly 2 weeks ago, but it was a 40-32 win for Anderson County. Maybe how they repeat that here tonight.
Well, you know, it was a close game until the fourth quarter. So it's not like Anderson got the lead, kept the lead, but it was one that was back and forth, and finally at Anderson was able to build that 8-point margin.
All right, we are up against our national anthem, so we'll sneak in a break here. We've got your basketball coverage coming up on Glycod.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
with one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
Come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
so we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School Basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza.
take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School. And now, courtside for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School Basketball, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as we have wrapped up our national anthem, now into our starting lineups as you see them being announced now for Woodford County, who comes out in their black road uniforms here tonight with the yellow numbering, lettering, and trim on those uniforms. Anderson County will be rocking the white uniforms with the looks like the checkerboard pattern on the side of those jerseys with the black and the red numbering and lettering as well on those jerseys. Coach, should be a fun night of basketball. Looking forward to it as people continue to fill up this gymnasium.
You know, this will be a nice crowd by halftime with the two other closer schools, if you will. Obviously, Collins the host, and Spencer County. Nice night of basketball.
Yep, we're looking forward to that game as well, but we've got to get to this girls game first, and it should be a good time. Mentioned Anderson County with a 28-8 advantage in the series since 1998. We'll see if Woodford County can snap that streak here tonight as both teams out on the floor. It's going to be Emily Gerard tipping it up with Taylon Wade. And I'll tell you what, that band on the far side of the gym is rocking.
That's what they're here for.
I love it. Nothing better than postseason basketball as Taylon Wade is going to win the tip-off. And now we'll see Haley Gordon in possession, number 22 in black.
Anderson County straight man-to-man. You'll probably see them play that 90% of the time, if not more.
Gordon into the corner for Evie Hall. Somebody that Coach Eason highlighted in our pregame interview. As Gordon looks to go to work. Hall with a great look from the corner and misses it. It's the exact type of look you want, though, on your first possession. So out top with it here is Anderson County.
Woodford County man-to-man as well. So both teams coming out showing their usual defenses. No surprises here.
Driving this one in is Schaus, and she leaves it well short. So they're going to say that's because it was deflected off of Woodford County, so that would check out.
I think Schaus might have got a break there.
Ball inbounded here for Gerard as she backs down Taylon Wade. Good spin move in the lane, but unable to knock down the shot. Wade will drop it off for Gordon, who comes across the timeline with it. Says something to Taylon Wade, then sends it over to her. Wade will drop it off now for Sanford, the freshman.
Woodford will be very patient.
Gordon up top, back in possession. Assessing the situation, sends it over for Emma Ruby. Ruby gets the screen and uses it, now sends it over to her right.
Already a minute in the play.
Taylon Wade, great look. That's two really good looks from three so far for Woodford County, but they're able to track down their own offensive rebound. Now Ruby can't come up with it, and we're going to have a battle for the ball down low, and that's going to go back to Anderson County on the tie-up.
Well, three offensive attempts by Woodford, no luck. Full court pressure, man-to-man Woodford. Want to create an up-tempo.
By the way, meant to mention this earlier. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer tonight, as Gerard fires that three. Sailor Sizemore operating the camera for us. As Woodford will gain possession again, 2 minutes in. Still looking for that first bucket, that first point, rather.
Gerard must have been feeling that one a step or two beyond the three-point arc.
She shoots 42% from 3 on the season, so you know that's a shot she can knock down. Surprising, though, how short she left it. As Gordon up top for Hall, who gets another good look. And that's 2 misses for her here in the early going, and we're going to get another tie-up. This time it'll stay with Woodford County. Hall on the year has also shot the 3-ball well. She's 35% on the season.
Hall loves that 3 at the top of the key. Speaking of which.
Inbound here to Gordon, who gets the first point of the game for either team. Now that full court press continues, but Anderson County able to beat it here. Up top with it is Beasley. Sends it over to the right for Schaus. Schaus back to Beasley. She'll drop it into the corner now for Wells. Wells cross court, and that was Macy Cooper driving in, throwing up a wild one. As Haley Gordon walks it up the floor, looking over at Coach Eason for the play call. And that's going to be a moving screen. You saw Taylon Wade there as she was set for the screen, Coach, but as that defender approached, she took a step out to her right. That's going to get called every time.
It's kind of like putting a can in a cookie jar. You know, everybody sees it. You just hope they're not looking real hard.
Yep. There's Anderson County back in possession now, trailing by 2. Slow start for both of these teams, which is to be expected in postseason play. Setting up the offense up top with it is Schaus. Schaus gonna cross court. Now with Macy Cooper. Back in the hands of Schaus. She'll drop it down low. Gerard, who gives it up. Beasley's try at 3. Offensive rebound on the Bearcats side of things. Both of these teams with an offensive rebound early, and we're gonna get our 3rd jump ball already, not even halfway through this first quarter. Think either of these teams want this one, Coach?
Well, a little tight right now. You know, it's district tournament time, and people are reminded them lose and go home.
Inbound for Gerard, who somehow got that shot off, up off the front of the rim. As Gordon across the timeline with it, like she's done basically the entire 4 minutes of this game so far. Going to be patient as she tried to feed it in for Taylon Wade as it's taken away. Now Beasley into the corner. And we're going to get a foul down low. I believe they're going to get Taylon Wade on this one. And how about that sportsmanship as Gordon scoops down and picks up Gerard. 3:34 remaining here in this first quarter. Inbound again for Gerard. Anna Rohde, newly into the game for Anderson County. She is a 5'4" freshman wearing number 2 in white. Schaus looking to get past her defender. Woodford County's played pretty stingy defense here in the early going.
Very solid.
As Beasley with another look, that one's strong. She thought she was fouled. And Hall might have gotten away with a walk there. She might have kept that pivot foot. Up top here, over to Hall. Thought about a 3. Now gives it up. As Ruby looks over to the sideline, she'll give it up for Gordon. Gordon to Wade. Wade fires, and she connects. Just a 17% shooter from deep on the season is Taylon Wade, but that one was pure as Woodford County leads by 5. Here comes Gerard into the lane. Pretty spin move, but she can't get the payoff.
Right now, Anderson County 0 for 10 from the field early here in the first quarter.
That is not what Coach Birdwhistle had drawn up for his squad coming into this game. As Gordon, the offensive rebound and stick back, and all of a sudden it's 7-0 Woodford County. We're going to get a 30-second timeout, and we'll take one with them with 2:09 remaining here in this first quarter. Your Central Kentucky high school basketball action continues after this on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back in play here for your 30th District semifinal action. Woodford County and Anderson County here at Collins High School. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you. And Coach, we said that Anderson County has to key on Haley Gordon and Taylon Wade. They've combined for all 7 of the Woodford County points. As we're going to get a jump shot taken here by Sanford. And yet another jump ball, already the 4th here in this first quarter. Macy Cooper back on the floor for the Bearcats as she'll replace Anna Rohde. I was looking for the inbounds here, gets it in for Wade. Sophomore looking to spin in the lane. That was a pretty move, just couldn't get the finish as Emily Gerard clears the rebound. She'll give it up top. That is Beasley driving in. She has it taken away. Good hands there by Emma Ruby. Minute 20 left. Anderson County still with a goose egg up on the scoreboard. For a team that is averaging around 50 points a ball game. Gordon going to look over to Coach Eason.
Woodford will be very, very patient. Eventually the ball is going to come back to Gordon.
Good drive there by Sanford. Couldn't get it to fall through. And now Beasley up looking for the first points of the game for Anderson County. Schaus going to dribble it around the perimeter. Up top Beasley, up to Gerard. She'll drop it down low, and that one lost out of play by Abby Wells.
Turnover number 4 for that Lady Bearcats, and here almost through a quarter of play, and Anderson yet to scratch on the offensive end.
Woodford, with the way that they've displayed patience here tonight, I can't imagine they're going to let Anderson County get another opportunity here in this quarter.
Watch a high screen either side and the roll person.
It's a double screen for Haley Gordon, who gives it off for Evie Hall. Back to Gordon. Down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. Taylon Wade will drive in. She's going to lose it. Now quickly up come the Bearcats, giving it up. Gerard at the free throw line. But the offensive rebound and stick back, and they will not be shut out in this first quarter as the lone senior gets that bucket up and in, and a heave by Taylon Wade nearly finds Bottoms as well, but it does not. And that'll bring us to the end of a low-scoring first quarter. Woodford County 7, Anderson County 2. And we'll be back on the other side for the second quarter of play for your Central Kentucky high school basketball action on Glycod.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Second quarter set to get underway for your 30th District semifinal on the girls' side of things. Woodford County 7, Anderson County 2. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. Head coach, pretty uneventful first quarter there.
Well, first quarter, first game of the districts. Anderson showing a little tightness. really fortunate to even make the one bucket that they got late.
Yeah. Under 20 seconds to play in the quarter, they got that lone 2 points, and it's been mostly because of the stingy defense of Woodford County. And there you see another instance of that as Taylon Wade blocks the shot down low.
Well, they're doing a great job on Gerard inside. Every time she gets it, there's 2 people at least around her.
Now Evie Hall going to try to go up against Gerard and gets it up and in. What a move there. A little drop step gave her enough space. The Spencer County Bears, who get set to play in our boys contest, coming up next, sitting down right below us in the bleachers. Three-pointer fired up here. Evie Hall comes away with the rebound. Gets it into the hands of Gordon.
Anderson County is set to what they call a horn offense. 2 high post players, and the point guard will run screens off of them.
Three-pointer here by Hall, and she finally gets one to fall in. So how about 5 straight points by Evie Hall, the junior? Getting that Woodford lead up to 10, and now Gordon forces the turnover.
Turnover number 5 for Anderson County.
Down low and up and in. That was Lonnie Jones, the 8th grader, and that's going to give Woodford County a 14-2 lead. Clicking on all cylinders here in the beginning of this one, as that'll get us to a full timeout. We'll take one with them. Your Central Kentucky high school basketball action continues after this on Glycod.
We know it's more than a Bragel. It's love at first bite. Bigby makes it better.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Visit Glycod.com for information about our live postseason basketball coverage, and check out our Tournament Central page for updates on all the action. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Back here at Collins High School, Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest alongside you. And Coach, it has been a fantastic start for Woodford County. 14-2. They lead up on the scoreboard. They've gotten production from a lot of different players so far tonight, but I've been really impressed with the defense.
Well, they've done a good job forcing Anderson into 1-and-out shots, and Anderson usually gets more touches for their big one, Gerard. They've done a very good job of limiting Gerard's touches. 2-2-1 press by the Yellow Jackets.
Giving Anderson County a little bit of fits here, as they've got to get it across, and they barely do, but then they turn it over right away and then promptly foul. That's going to go against Anna Rohde, the freshman. And she's going to come out of this ball game as Andy Beasley checks back in. Ruby sets to get this thing in play, gets it into the hands of Gordon.
Gordon, primary ball handler. She'll take her time.
Over 1,200 points for her career as well, as Taylon Wade, misses the bucket there. Haley Gordon also committed to play her basketball at Berea, the NAIA level next season. As Beasley hands this one off to Schaus. Schaus going to get a good look at 3, but leaves it short. And it's hauled in by Lonnie Jones.
Not enough touches right now for Gerard. Some of that is Woodford's doing, and others, maybe Anderson's kids are a little bit impatient and firing it up a little quicker. Sometimes for the big ones, you have to give them more time to get set inside.
And Gerard, listed at 6 foot, has a big size advantage as Taylon Wade misses the 3, but then she gets fouled as she tried to go track down her own rebound.
Woodford doing a job on the offensive boards. This is about the 3rd or 4th time they're getting multiple shots on basket.
Tarajnia Sanford checking back in for Woodford County as she will replace the 8th grader Lonnie Jones.
Jones ends for a short period of time, but she ended up getting a quick bucket while she was there.
As here is Sanford leaving this one off for Evie Hall. Now back out on top with Emma Ruby. Ruby looking for some separation, gets a screen there by Wade, now hands it off to Gordon. Gordon drops it for the sophomore, spinning down low, misses, but another offensive rebound, and now a little bit of a tie-up down low.
I think it looked more than it was.
Yeah.
He's got an arm in there, couldn't get it loose.
The collegiate level, we'd be going over to the monitor and looking at it for about 4 minutes for a hook and hold. Luckily, we're not at the collegiate level. Woodford County leading by 12. They have played some great defense this season. They're only allowing teams to score 43 points per game, but Coach, you look up at the scoreboard, we've played 13 minutes into this thing. That's terrible math. 11 minutes into this thing, Anderson County's got 2 points up on the board.
Oh, they haven't had good looks whatsoever as well.
See if that changes as this game goes along, as Wade floats another one up and misses. And now that Anderson County bench, as well as their contingency of fans behind the bench, starting to pick up their noise level as Schaus floats this one up, rebounded by Wade. I think you're on to something, Coach, about the quick shots by this Anderson County team. It's not allowing Emily Gerard to get many touches.
Well, it's a patience thing. You know, the clock's ticking a little bit in their head. They just need to slow down.
As Gordon knocks down the three, that's her 7th point of the ball game. Well on her way to her season average of 17. And how about this? Taylon Wade again getting a hand in the passing lane, knocking that ball loose and forcing the tie-up, which will give the basketball back to the Yellow Jackets.
Turnover number 7 for Anderson County here midway through the second quarter. Not only have they not shot it well, they've turned the ball over.
Well, normally when you have a team with 7 turnovers, it's coming off just bad decision-making, right?
Yep.
I feel like a lot of their turnovers tonight have came because Woodford County's just doing a great job anticipating the passes.
I think so. They created impatience on behalf of Anderson County. If you'll think about it, Anderson's number 1 scorers only had like 3 touches in the block area.
Yep. 17-2. Has Emma Ruby on top with it. Looking to add on to that Woodford County lead. Giving this one down low for Hall. Back out now, Ruby's 3. And that ball was in the hands of Gerard, and then she just loses it. But fortunately for her, it will belong to the Bearcats. And they need to get something going in a hurry. 3 minutes left here in this first half. Quickly up, and there's how you draw up some offense, as that's going to be Anna Rohde getting the bucket up and in. Great looking pass there by Gerard.
Straight man-to-man by Anderson, trailing 17-4 here midway through second quarter.
Gordon drops this one off for Ruby. Ruby now being hounded, and they are going to grant a 30-second timeout to Woodford County here with 2:39 remaining in this first half of play. They lead 17-4. We'll step aside for a break as well. Stay right there. Your Central Kentucky high school basketball action continues after this on Glycon.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School. That is the site of the 30th District Tournament. We've got our girls ball game going on now. Woodford County with a 17-4 lead over Anderson County. Coming up next, we'll have Spencer County and Collins on the boys' side of things. But as Gordon driving in, and she just left that one short. That was a great play design, but couldn't knock it down. Now here's Gerard. She's been very quiet tonight, much like most of the Bearcats. Up top with Beasley. Beasley gonna kick it over. Good look at three here and knocked down by Cooper. All of a sudden they've got 7 up on the board, and that lead cut back down to 10.
I think the thing that would concern me still is that Girard only has 3 attempts for shots so far in this game.
Coach Birdwhistle pleading his case over there on that Anderson County sideline with one of the officials as a good extra pass and another offensive rebound by Taylon Wade off to Gordon. Too strong. Evie Hall going to track it down, and then we're going to get another jump ball. I believe that's already 7 in this ball game.
Well, 5 offensive rebounds for Woodford County on that possession.
Definitely helping themselves by giving themselves extra possessions. As inbounding it here as Beasley gets it into the hands of Schaus. 17-7, under 90 seconds to play here in this first half. Schaus over to the right with Beasley. Beasley down for Girard, and look at it again. Taylon Wade coming up with the steal. A little too early, Coach, to be thinking about most outstanding players, but Taylon Wade putting her name in the hat early.
Well, she's the most aggressive person on the floor either side.
And she misses that shot, unfortunately, as Girard comes down with the board. Off for Beasley, under a minute to play. Girard going to try to challenge Wade again, and how about that step through for her first points of the night?
Well, she's now 1 for 4.
17-9 as Anderson County tries to continue to claw back in this game. Wade sets the screen for Gordon, who gets all the way to the hoop with ease and gets it up and in. That's now 9 first half points for Haley Gordon. Down to 20. Schaus floats it up and in. Now we're getting some offense start to get rolling. 19-11, down to 10. Off for Wade. Wade loses it. Battle for it, and wouldn't you know it, another jump ball with 3.6 remaining on the game clock here in this first half. Taylon Wade going to come off the floor for this final possession.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Looked like a contact maybe.
Yeah, she's messing with something over there on that Woodford County bench. As here we go. See if the Yellow Jackets draw up for their final possession. They're going to try to inbound it to Gordon, but that ball's tipped out of play. 0.7 coming off the clock, so we're down to 2.9. Ruby looking to get it in play to somebody. Finally does now for Evie Hall, who's got to get it up and gets it to fall. And Woodford County will take a 10-point lead to our halftime break, 21-11, as they came out with their hair on fire, played great defense, and they will take a nice advantage to the locker rooms. We'll step aside here, come back on the other side. We'll break it all down for you in your halftime show. Stay right there. Your Central Kentucky high school basketball action continues next on Glycod.
I think it's important to have a passion because it's important to have something that's bigger than yourself, that you find joy in, that you can work towards every single day. I would say that basketball has positively influenced my life greater than any other thing that I've done because it has allowed me to build so many great relationships, and it's taught me resilience and accountability and discipline and so many things that I use in life every single day. I've witnessed how drugs have negatively impacted people in my community, and I know that by pursuing my passion, I've been able to make positive choices that have helped me grow as a person and an athlete. If you're feeling pressured, I would just encourage you to stay true to yourself and not let others influence you to become something that you're not. It's okay to stand out and make choices that reflect who you really are. My name is Cassidy Rowe, and I'm better without it.
At Central Equipment, we're a family. And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy. If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
At Man of War Harley Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man of War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man of War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington. Visit manofwarhd.com.
Smack dab in the middle of our halftime report here this evening for your girls contest in the 30th District Semifinal. We will have our boys contest coming up next, but Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back here alongside you, and it is a 21-11 advantage for Woodford County here at the halftime break. Coach, it was a little slow going, but once that offense started to pick up in the second quarter, shots started hitting the bottom of the net, this game really picked up.
Yeah, the last minute of the half, both teams kind of said, well, let's turn it on full bore a little bit, and beginning to wonder a little bit about Anderson County. Got down deep, and give credit to Woodford County. Woodford County stayed in a 2-2-1 full court press the entire half. And, you know, one of the things that press did sometimes gets overlooked when people are watching the game. It took the ball out of Gerard's hands.
Yeah.
Gerard usually touched the ball around half court, then made a pass forward and never received a touch back.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people get caught up watching the game. They think, well, you know, she's just not doing anything. Well, no. Give credit to Woodford. The 2-2-1 has worked successful of getting the ball out of Gerard's hands. She can't get it back.
Yeah, they did a great job on her defensively. It was a 7-2 lead for Woodford after the first quarter, now up to 21-11. Before we send aside for another break, let me remind you that tonight's scoreboard presented by Century Bank, our community, your bank. And we have got a ton of scores trickling in now. You've got Eminence over Gallatin County, 14-4 in the 31st district. You've got Walton Verona and Simon Kenton. They'll do battle at 7 o'clock. And all kinds of other games going on here tonight. Make sure to stay here on Glycod, and we'll get you updated and keep you updated on scores going around across the state. So that'll wrap up his first segment here. We'll come back on the other side. I'll get you some individual stats from that first half. We'll turn it over to Coach for some team statistics as well. All that coming up for you here on the other side. We'll also get back to action in the second half of play. Stay right there. Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage continues next after this on Glycod.
At Man of War Harley Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man o' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we are just about set for our second half of play in your 30th District Semifinal between Woodford County and Anderson County. Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back alongside you. And, Coach, let's get some stats out there real quickly. The individual scoring, Woodford County was led by Haley Gordon, 9 points, 7 points for Evie Hall, 3 points for Taylon Wade, and 2 points for Lonnie Jones. For Anderson County, 5 of them finding the scoring column, 3 points for Macy Cooper, and 2 points for Anna Rohde, Abby Wells, Ellie Schaus, and Emily Gerard. Anything stick out from a team statistics standpoint?
Well, field goal percentage, Woodford County 9 for 20, so they're right at 50%. Anderson County 5 for 20, so half as good again. That's the big difference.
We'll see how it all shakes out in this second half, as it will be Anderson County basketball first. Gary, if you're Coach Birdwhistle, what'd you say to your team in that locker room?
Chip away. Can't expect to get it all back at once. Don't get in a big hurry. That was part of their problem the first half. Got down a little bit and panicked. First touch to Gerard. That's a good start.
And it's going to result in 2 free throws. How about on the other side of things, your Coach Eason, the 10-point advantage. What are you saying to your squad?
You know, you got another half to play. You play it in 2-3 minute increments. keep doing what you've done well offensively. Defensively, always know where Gerard is.
She calmly knocks down the first free throw here. 73% free throw shooter on the season.
Well, that's already more free throws than she shot in the entire first half.
Absolutely. And calmly knocks them both down.
Well, your best player's got to touch the ball more. You got a violation there, and the officials missed it.
Yeah, that was very strange, right?
It was, and I think the officials said, well, it looks strange, don't do anything, but they stepped over the line before they threw the ball in.
As Taylon Wade driving in throws up a wild one. Looks like Woodford's got their 5 starters out there. Taylon Wade, Tarajnia Sanford, Evie Hall, Emma Ruby, and Haley Gordon.
Yeah, Woodford won't play, but maybe 6, 7 at the max. Once again, got to get touches to Gerard. There she is. Mister, got to go to your horse.
Instead, cross court for Schaus, who will leave it off for Macy Cooper, but taken away by Gordon. Ruby was trying to get it back to Gordon and throws it out of play.
Well, if you're Woodford, the one thing you don't want to do is play not to lose. You got to lead, keep plugging.
Dangerous way to live. Start playing that way.
If you're Anderson, once again, got to get touches. Last time they missed Gerard wide open on the block.
Here's Schaus driving in, left it short. Rebounded by Sanford. And she'll go all the way to the bucket. Gerard might have got a piece of that one. As here comes Beasley. Into the corner now, Cooper gets it back to Gerard.
Gerard needs to get the ball in the block area. They've got to show more patience, giving her a chance to get to the block.
And Beasley will make her way down there, and that shot comes up empty. Now Wade, she fires, and how does that one pop out? Thing was halfway down, maybe more than halfway down. Schaus in possession here. Anderson County trailing by 8. Under 6 to play here in this third quarter. Gerard goes over for Schaus. Now in the hands of Beasley. Gets it back to Gerard. And she threads the needle there with that pass, but they can't finish on the bucket. But she does get the rebound. Had a great look and couldn't hit that one.
Right now, this half, Anderson County 0 for 6.
We have a couple free throws, however, as Taylon Wade hits the deck hard. Looks like new players set the check in for Anderson County over at the table, trying to figure out who that is. Imagine Anna Rohde. Coach, you mentioned the depth issues or lack thereof for Woodford County on this roster. But Anderson County themselves, they've only gone 6 deep in this one as well.
Yeah, you're right.
As it was indeed Anna Rohde coming back on.
Rohde normally a starter, didn't start tonight, but she's been in and out.
As Taylon Wade goes 1 of 2, but Gordon comes down with the rebound. Now we're going to get a foul down low, and that's going to go against Haley Gordon.
Beasley all fired up down the other end. They back the press up a little bit now, Woodford. So that's kind of interesting. I kind of like what the success they had. Now they're going to meet at half-court play, half-court man-to-man against Anderson.
What would be the advantage of switching defenses like that when you're having success in the one you were running?
Well, they may feel like because they have a limited bench, they're wearing down defensively. So you back them out of that, you're not expending as much energy on the half court as you would on the full court. But I thought the full court kept the ball out of Gerard's hands.
Yeah. As they get the inbound here. Bearcats trailing by 9. Under 5 to play here in this third quarter. They're trying to chip back into this game after trailing by 10 at half. They were down by as much as 15 in that first half as Beasley loses this one out of play. Ruby will send it in play for Wade. And that thing's poked loose. Good defense there by Beasley coming up from behind.
Now Beasley's the scrapper. She's not real solid on the offensive end, but she makes all these hustle plays through the defense.
Here's Rhodey in possession.
Got to get some touches for Gerard.
They're looking for her, but she's being hounded down low, and as she falls to the floor, they throw it over her head. Coach Birdwhistle wants a foul over there pleading his case. So they get it in play here for Sanford. The freshman gets a screen from Evie Hall, rejects it. Now looking for Taylon Wade, gets it to her. Wade, a wide open lane to the bucket and can't get it to fall.
Well, right now, Woodford's given Anderson an opportunity to get back in the game, and Anderson not doing a very good job taking advantage.
Rhodey's three gets it to fall.
Well, as soon as I say that, they knock down a three.
32% on the year, but she gets that one to drop, and all of a sudden Anderson County within 6. We'll take a break with them as we get a timeout on the floor. Stay right there. We continue next on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Visit Glycod.com for information about our live postseason basketball coverage and check out our Tournament Central page for updates on all the action. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. Coach, I know we both love this time of the year. I know we're both very busy this time of the year as we have a ton of coverage on Glycod, but this has been a fun evening here tonight.
Very much. There's Beasley once again being defensively disruptive.
Anderson County has continued to try to get their way back into this game, and they're as close as they've been since way back in the early portions of the second quarter, trailing by just 6 here. Under 4 to play here in this third quarter. As Beasley on top with it. Looks to send it to her right, but Schaus was covered. Now back with Beasley. Schaus got fouled there, no call. Now she'll fire the three, left it well short, and good box out there by Haley Gordon, not allowing the Bearcats to go try to save that one in play.
You know, just this couple times tonight that Schaus has been a little undecided from outside, and rather than make the pass, she's just said, well, I'll chuck it up there.
Yeah. As now Anderson County will deploy a little full court press, and that's going to lead us to another timeout here. It'll be a full timeout with 3:05 remaining here in this third quarter. We'll take it with them. Your Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage, 30th District semifinal action tonight on Glycod continues after this.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy. If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back here alongside you. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer. Taylor Sizemore running the camera for us here this evening. Appreciate those two guys. Couldn't do this operation without them, and it's been a fun ball game. Well, it's at least gotten fun the last couple of minutes, Coach, as that lead is tightened up. Anderson County continues to try to throw haymakers and get their way back into this game.
Well, Justin, you hit it on the head. I think as time goes on, this game is going to get tighter and tighter because then both teams begin to play not to lose.
Yep. Got to play to win. We talk about it all the time, as now it's going to be a 5-second violation. And Woodford going to give this basketball back to Anderson County.
Woodford, who only had 3 turnovers at halftime, already 4 in this fourth quarter.
How many did Anderson County end up with in that first half?
Anderson in the first half had 9.
They've taken much better care of the basketball here to begin this third quarter.
Well, when you don't turn it over, there's always shots attempted basket.
As Anna Rohde in possession here. Now with Beasley.
They still haven't gotten the ball to Gerard on the block. Now, part of that is Gerard keeps floating out. She never really settles for the low post.
Well, they try to get it to her there, and it goes right between her legs. As Taylon Wade coming back the other way with it, and she misses. And Gerard will pull that rebound out of there. Now Rohde on that right wing. Drops it out, Beasley. Ball nearly taken away from Beasley, but she's able to get it out up top for Schaus. Under 2 to play here in this third. Now Anderson County's really slowed up their offensive efforts. Saw a lot of this from Woodford in that first half. As now Gerard gets a touch and fires the mid-range shot. And offensive rebound pulled down, but then thrown right into the hands of Evie Hall. And Hall is going to be tied up. And it's going to go back to Woodford County. (22-16), 93 seconds left here in this third. A reminder, we will have Spencer County and Collins on the boys' side of things coming up following the conclusion of this broadcast. Hall will send this ball in play. Gets it into the hands of Gordon. Gordon up for Ruby. That ball going to be knocked out of play. But it stays here with Woodford. Did want to make a correction from that first half. I said Haley Gordon going to Berea, which is NAIA. Coach, they're actually Division III.
Yeah, they made that change a couple of years ago.
Yeah, last I heard they were NAIA.
Yep.
As driving in here is Sanford. The freshman can't get it to fall through, but Haley Gordon can, and she draws the foul.
Well, not only the foul, the made bucket and a foul. So what ends up, started with nothing on the missed shot, ends up a 3-point play.
And Haley Gordon so far on the year, 69% from the free throw line. And got that one to rattle home.
Nice touch.
She's now got 12 points in the contest. Average of 17 per game this year. So approaching that number. As now Schaus, all of a sudden that Woodford lead back up to 9. Fires the 3 again and left another one short. Now here comes Gordon, gonna jog it across the timeline.
Well, once again, they'll slow it down now. Work the clock.
Get it in for Sanford, and she gets it up and in and draws the foul.
Big bucket by Sanford. Another opportunity for a possible 3-point play.
Sanford on the year, 42% from the line, so not nearly as good as Haley Gordon from the charity stripe. So we're going to see a new player in the game for Anderson County. I believe that was Lila Beasley, number 10. 5'3" freshman checking in as Sanford is unable to complete the 3-point play. It's her first points of the game, by the way. 27-16, Gerard looks for the answer on this end.
Well, Gerard has got to take it upon herself at times. I think she's too easy to give the ball back up. You know, your team needs you to score for them. And she's caught it a couple of times in the low post area and then fanned it back out. That time she did a great job. She turned and took it to the basket.
Only a sophomore is Emily Gerard, so that's definitely something she'll learn as she gets a little bit older. I think by her time her senior season rolls around, Coach, she will be dominant. As she gets Anderson back to within 8. 30 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Sanford dribbling all around the perimeter, able to give it up for Ruby. Now on top with Hall, who gets it off for Gordon. And we're going to get a foul on Beasley. Lila Beasley. We've seen a lot of Andy Beasley tonight, but very little Lila, so good to see her out there getting some playing time.
Lots of big Beasleys in Anderson County. A lot of them gone through the basketball programs, both male and females, and we're all good athletes.
Well, you know what I learned during that halftime break, Coach? If your last name's Karras, you're a heck of a runner here at Collins High School. That's what I've learned.
Yep.
As Sanford in possession now, down to 5. And gets bumped, able to get the shot off, misses. And Gerard will not get the shot off in time. It's going to land well short anyways, and that'll bring us to the end of our third quarter, 27-19. Woodford on top of Anderson. We'll step aside for our quarter break, come back, and we'll bring you the fourth and final frame. Stay right there on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Fourth and final quarter set to get underway here from Collins High School for your 30th District semifinal tonight between Woodford County and Anderson County. First of 2 semifinals. You can watch the others tomorrow night here on Glycod as Andy Beasley gets a good look at 3. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. Coach, you'll be right back here tomorrow night, correct?
Yep, second part of this district. Tomorrow night, final night. Both girls and boys will play for the 30th District Finals.
Haley Gordon bringing it across. By the way, those games tomorrow will be Collins or Spencer County will be facing the winner of this one. And then on the boys' side of things, it's going to be this same matchup, Anderson County and Woodford County tomorrow night. Sanford picking up the foul here to begin this fourth quarter. Anderson needing to get back in this game. They've trailed throughout the entirety of it, but they got it as close to 6. It stands at 8 right now. They got to start getting some shots to fall through. There's Emily Schaus with it. She's going to get fouled. Ellie Schaus, excuse me.
Woodford has done a very good job on Schaus. Schaus, second leading scorer for Anderson, and they really made her work for everything she's gotten so far tonight.
Scoring almost 13 points a game this year. She's got 2.
Well, they got the freshman on her too, so youth.
Now a good look at 3 here. Just a little too strong that time by Anna Rohde. Knocked down 1 in that third quarter. And a Foul down low here as Haley Gordon was driving in inside. Just over a minute into this fourth quarter. One of these teams advance, one of them will have their season reach its conclusion. As Gordon missing on the three, good box out there by Rhodey to secure the rebound. Gets it off now with Beasley, that's Andy Beasley. She'll give it up for Schaus. Trying to feed it down low for Gerard, but again, good defense by Taylon Wade. And now a foul down low as Schaus tried to get it into the lane. It's the third team foul already against Woodford, so maybe an opportunity here for Anderson to just continue to get him to keep fouling, get yourself back in this game at the free throw line.
Well, Schaus came out of nowhere on that for the missed rebound, but you know, she's just really having a hard time tonight of getting close to the rim. I noticed she shot a couple of air balls. There was an air ball free throw just then. You know, she's had to expend so much energy on defense. I think it's affected her offense.
Yeah. Do think she just grazed the front of the rim on that free throw, but still for a 76% free throw shooter, she does get the second one, but
came back strong then.
Yeah. Said, I'll show you, Gary Forrest.
There you go.
27-20. Inbound here for Ruby. And now Anderson, we saw that defensive pressure pay off already once here in this second half. That was nearly a 10-second violation.
The younger Beasley gave her all she could handle, but she had to reach right at the end, got that hand caught in the cookie jar.
They said they were going to inbound it on our side of the floor.
Yeah.
And then they throw it back to the other side of the floor.
That side looked more flat.
As if these players haven't expended enough energy today. Let's make them run a little more. I love it. Inbounded for Gordon all the way to the bucket, and another three-point play try.
Well, you got really careful. Gordon will take over this last quarter, and she's very good with the ball, very heady.
So she'll head to the stripe to try to give Woodford a 10-point lead once more. Mentioned that Anderson has won the last 19 matchups between these two teams. That streak in trouble here tonight.
Yeah, you know, those streaks are tough to build and even harder to keep intact.
As Gordon does indeed complete the three-point play.
Gordon's just solid, very heady player, both ends of the floor.
He's got 15 points now in this ball game. So we're under 6 to play. Anna Rhodey, her team trailing by 10. Gets it off now for Gabby Lane. I stand corrected, that's Lila Beasley. Leaves it off to Schaus, whose floater comes up empty. And last touched by Woodford, so it stays here.
Well, the official kind of made a guessing game. He paused. It's like, am I really sure that's what I want to call?
All inbounded for Gerard. She'll look to back down Taylon Wade. Now a gorgeous spin move gets it up and in.
Boy, too few and far between tonight for Gerard. That's the way she's going to have to play to get them back into this thing. Down 8.
She's got 9 now in the contest. As this gym continues to get more and more full, just like we predicted. Evie Hall fires the mid-range.
Nice box out by
Great
Anderson.
box out. All the way up. Here's Cooper's three. Nearly banked it in. The offensive rebound, stick back, and an and one opportunity for Abby Wells. So how about that? A big play by the only senior on this Anderson County roster. And she'll have a chance to convert on the three-point play.
Well, this is the closest Anderson's been since the first quarter.
Yep. As the free throw left short, but the offensive rebound. Schaus gonna get a good look, knocks it down. Here they come, as that'll force a timeout by Woodford County with 5:04 remaining. And Anderson within 3. We'll step aside for a break with them. Stay right there. We continue next for your Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
And we have got a ball game here with 5:04 remaining in your 30th District Semifinal tonight at Collins High School. Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back here with you. And Coach, it was a 5-0 run for Anderson County there. Pretty impressive stuff, and now they trail by just 3.
Yeah, Wells missed that free throw, and Anderson able to get it back.
They finally get it out to Ellie Schaus, who hasn't been great from 3 tonight. She has been on the season. I mentioned shooting almost 33%. Just getting a note that Emily Gerard and Ellie Schaus were actually selected earlier today to the all-girls or the girls all-8th region team. So congratulations to them. Thanks to Steve Bird, our executive producer here at Glycod, getting that information to us. As Woodford, things have gotten a little tight here, under 5 to play. It was a 10-point lead less than a minute ago of game time. And a 7-0 run for Anderson County. And how about this? Now they're going to force the tie-up, but it will stay with Woodford.
Well, what that means is next jump ball goes to Anderson. So they tend to work things out. 4:51 left to go here in the 4th.
Gordon receives the inbounds pass. Got folks standing basically around the entirety of this upper level here at Collins. As Gordon falls down, and there will be that jump ball. Back to Anderson we go.
Well, that was a prophecy that took about 5 seconds to occur.
I'll give you your credit there, Coach.
Didn't expect it that quick.
Better to be lucky than good, I always say.
You know, the thing about Gordon is she's solid as a rock, and she's the one I would want to put the ball in her hands if I'm her coach. And straight man-to-man by Woodford, who continues man on the half.
See what Anderson draws up here as they get it back in the hands of Schaus. She stepped on the end line. They missed it as Beasley's 3 got it. First points of the night for the sophomore Andy Beasley, and we are tied at 30. They've got to get back defensively, though, and now we're going to have a hard foul. That's going to be the 4th against Anderson County. Woodford with 4 up on the scoreboard as well. So for the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds of game time, we've got free throws.
Well, be expected in a game of this magnitude, tied at 30. Anderson making that comeback from double-figure deficit here in the first half.
Score-wise, when this one's all said and done, it'll probably look pretty similar to that contest 2 weeks ago as Ruby's 3 misses. And under 4 to play.
Well, you wonder, we talked about this earlier. Woodford elected to come out of the full court pressure the second half.
Good pass inside by Gerard as she gets it to Rhodey, and I believe that is the first lead of the night for Anderson County.
It is.
And now they nearly get a takeover or a takeaway on the inbounds pass. And man, things have turned.
Well, you know, once again, Justin, we talked about the first half. Woodford was doing a great job in the full court 2-2-1 press. Sort of kept the tempo, but more importantly, kept the ball out of Anderson's big scorer, Gerard. The second half, they come out of the press, and we felt like it was to maybe save their legs a little bit. But They're making a lot of turnovers and losing the ball.
That might end up costing them this game. We'll see if they've got an answer here as they trail by 2. That's the person you want with the basketball. Haley Gordon will take the shot. Left it short, and a foul down low. So we will head the other direction, and that'll be free throws. So the Bearcats with an opportunity to expand on that 2-point lead. See who it is walking there. And it's going to be Macy Cooper. Yeah. Hit a 3 back in the second quarter for her only scoring so far tonight. But a chance to change that here. Cooper with that brace on her left knee. First one pure. (33-30). Every time from here on out, Anderson extends the lead. It'll be their biggest lead of the night. And Macy Cooper makes sure that happens here. 5 points now for the sophomore, and that lead up to 4.
Cooper and the younger of the Beasleys out.
Ruby triggering the inbound, gets it in for Gordon, and Gordon fouled immediately. I do not think that is what Coach Birdwhistle had drawn up.
Well, the problem is you've got to get between the player and the ball. You can't be behind. And the problem was Cooper overplayed the position. Gordon smart, she went the opposite way and was able to basically work the foul out.
Coach Birdwhistle working with her down there on that sideline to show her what she did wrong, but it's not going to hurt them too bad as Gordon misses the first free throw.
Gordon normally a very solid free throw shooter.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Woodford, that's the one you want on the line. She's been there, done that.
She'll have another crack at it here, and this one falls through.
Experience showed there.
Haley Gordon now with 16 points. Just one away from her season average of 17. Just over 3 to play. And Beasley's going to dribble it right into the Anderson County bench, and that'll bring us to a timeout. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside and take one with them. We've got a great finish brewing, barn burner potentially. Stay right there. We've got it coming back for you here on Glycon.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
(34-31), Anderson County over Woodford County as it stands right now with 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you, and it was a 30-20 advantage for Woodford County, but a 14-1 spurt has gotten Anderson County back on top, Coach, and now they're in a position to win their 20th straight game in this series and keep the season alive.
Well, Anderson called timeout, so let's see what they have chosen to do on offense. Will they spread it out? A couple times before, they've run a guard through to the corner.
There we go. We're about to find out as it's inbounded for Cooper.
Well, you got Gerard all the way out in the corner, not normally where she sets up.
Maybe that's by design as Beasley.
3 out guards.
Over for Rhodey.
Some people might argue it's a little early to start holding the ball, but we shall see. This started with over 3 minutes to play.
Is that the intention here, Coach? Holding ball, trying to get rid of that clock, or is it to space out the floor?
It wants them to get fouled because they have confidence in their free throw shooting.
Yep.
Because you mentioned a minute ago, next foul, either team goes to the line.
On the year, Anderson County 71% from the line as there we get our foul.
There's your foul. They burn about a minute.
And it's going to be Beasley stepping there. Not a bad option to foul. She's just 54% from the charity stripe this season. So Beasley will toe the line. Feels like a big free throw here, and it comes off back iron.
Tell you what she did, Justin. She took a little too much time. She stopped her rhythm and started it again.
Yeah.
And reset her feet. Let's see if she goes through with a smooth rhythm this time.
Much better looking rhythm here as she gets that one up and in.
Had a little hesitation on it last time.
Beasley now with 4 points tonight, all of them coming here in this fourth quarter, and oddly enough, that is the advantage for Anderson County. 2:20 remaining. Gordon going to get a screen up top from Sanford.
You know, everything is going to go through Gordon.
Sanford dribbling this one to her right, going to hand it off now, Ruby. And Ruby misses. Battle for the rebound. That's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Woodford. Down to 2 minutes left. What turned out to be a really good ball game after a 7-2 first quarter. As Sanford driving in, she's going to be bumped, and free throws upcoming for her.
We got to get on Sanford's right hand and stay. She's predominantly all right, and the defense gave her right that time. You don't want to give them their strong hand.
So she'll head to the stripe for a pair.
Let's see how youth handles this.
Pretty well on that one. On the season, Sanford from the line is 42%.
Kind of wondered that.
First one earlier looked a little shaky. That one looked good.
That one looked pretty solid there.
And that one going back to shaky, but Gordon on the rebound. She can't get it to fall.
Gordon missed sort of a stick back there.
Anderson leading by 3, 35-32.
See, I like Gerard. She's a good free throw shooter, but I don't think they want her handling the ball. I'd foul Beasley again out front, but they put her in the middle there. Whoops.
Schaus goes all the way to the hoop and misses.
Boy, Schaus has had hard luck tonight.
Now Gordon looking for an answer. Under 90 seconds to play. Hall free throw line jumper left short. And there she is, Taylin Wade. Haven't called her name in quite some time, but she's pulled down a number of offensive rebounds tonight.
Leave it to Wade.
Yeah.
She's so active, and there's a great example that you just mentioned of missed rebounds. If Wade's in the vicinity, she's going to get a hand on it.
I believe that was number 5 in terms of fouls going against Abby Wells, the senior. As Wade will toe the line again. Knocked down a free throw in that third quarter. This one feels a little bit bigger, however, as she leaves it short. Gordon walks across the line, says something to Evie Hall. So we'll see if Wade can knock down the second. And she cannot as Gerard pulls down the board.
Gerard, big rebound.
And nearly forcing a turnover. Well, now they do, as Wade bends down and scoops it up.
Well, there was a case of Beasley wanting to get rid of the ball quickly. Her teammate wasn't ready for it.
And we are going to get a timeout taken here with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. It'll be a full timeout, but we'll keep it here through this one. In good shape in terms of our commercial breaks here this evening. But, Coach, been a fun ball game when it's all said and done. You look up at that scoreboard, 35-32. I'm not sure when it was 17-2, Woodford leading, that I thought this would be the case.
Well, I'm not even so sure as we started the fourth quarter. Woodford still had a 7-point lead.
Yeah.
And, boy, things went haywire quickly.
Yep, led 27-19 after 3. They got that lead up to 10 in the early portions of this fourth quarter, but Anderson County has just clawed and clawed their way back into this game, and now they can hang on for the next 65 seconds. Coach Birdwhistle's got himself another 20-win season.
Well, it would be a well-deserved one the way this game started, and for 3 quarters, I'm not sure a lot of people in here would have felt real comfortable saying that.
By the way, the last time that this Anderson County team did not win 20 games in a season, 2014-2015, when they went 19-13. I'd say it's been a pretty good program for the Bearcats over the years.
Well, they've had some good kids come out of there. You know, one went to UK, a lot of them to Campbellsville, regional colleges close by. And an education, a free education, it's good for anybody.
There you go. 35-32 as Woodford trails by 3, but they do have the basketball here.
Just take that right hand away from the freshman.
And Sanford loses this one out of play.
Yep. The defense got over there, forced her to cross back over, and she wasn't near as confident.
So now you've got to hope for some missed free throws or a turnover on the Anderson County side.
I think I would foul Beasley. She looked a little shaky last time down.
Here is Gerard with it.
Saying Gerard's solid. She's a solid free throw shooter.
Now with Schaus, who is 76% from the line.
Got Gerard in the middle now to be the outlet.
Back to Beasley.
I like that. She's a good percentage shooter.
I mean, you got to foul at some point, right? They've already let 30 seconds trickle off.
I tell you what, caught a break. Looked like Gerard mishandled the ball about the same time she got whacked.
So it will be Gerard going to the free throw line here.
See, I like Coach took her out of the corner where she wasn't getting any touches.
Chance to get into double-figure points tonight. And she will.
There's a reason he put her closer to the ball.
That ball might have brought down some rain. That thing was way up there. She will have one more opportunity here to try to get that Bearcat lead up to 5. And she does.
Yeah, he played the percentage as well.
37-32 as Coach Birdwhistle says, back them off. By the way, speaking of Coach Birdwhistle, we'll hear from him in our postgame tonight if this result holds. Taylon Wade up top. Evie Hall wide open and knocks it down.
Woodford not going away without a battle.
Absolutely not. Evie Hall now up to 10 points tonight. And we are going to get a whistle and stoppage of the clock. Looked like one of our officials just needed a rules refresher. Well, now Coach Birdwhistle not happy about something. Any idea what this could be, Coach?
Resetting the clock to 17 seconds.
Okay, they're resetting the clock up to 17 seconds.
Wow, usually a second or two, but it's about a 4.4-second swing.
I don't know if you saw it, but the ball got away from Anderson County and went towards that back padding area, but the clock continued to run.
Well, the official's got to be the one to stop the clock.
Yeah.
And he realized he had, there's one you probably want to foul.
And it will be a timeout called instead by Anderson County with 11.2 seconds remaining. They continue to lead 37-35. They got it done earlier this year over Woodford County by 8. This has been a much closer contest here tonight.
Very much so. And for 3 quarters, things went well for Woodford. It all started right at the end of the 3rd quarter. They gave up what seemed to be an easy basket, but they were still up by 7. But that's when Katie opened the barn door.
See what they drawn up here.
Well, if I'm them, I got a big target down there, and that's where they put her. You know, you look for Gerard with her size.
On the way she shot free throws tonight as well. That's somebody you definitely want on the line as they're going to get it.
Well, they've got the freshman on her so she can use her size and then roll back.
She'll set the screen, and instead it's going to be Beasley getting the inbounds pass, and they promptly foul her.
If you remember, we talked about Beasley, a 54% free throw shooter, missed the free throw early, and I think that's the last one that Anderson's missed.
She's going to wipe those hands off on the side of her shorts. Another discussion amongst the referee crew here.
Kind of icing the free throw shooter. Shooting two.
As Beasley back at the stripe here. And that ball had no rotation. That looked like a knuckleball.
Her body language wasn't good the last time she was up there. She's hesitating just a second. She starts her motion and then hesitates in the middle.
Well, now she will get one more opportunity as her sister Lila waits over there on that Anderson County bench. Looked like she was going to check in, but now she's pulled back. Well, now they're going to send her back to the scores table.
Coach is making sure she didn't go back over there too early.
As Beasley does knock down the second one, that's a big one, as it gives them a 3-point advantage. There comes Lila into the game. Ellie Schaus will head to the bench.
Well, you got a 3-point margin, so everybody knows that 3-point shot is going to be one coming into play.
Who do you want taking it, Coach? Gordon?
I think 5.
Give it to Hall. Instead, it's going to be Taylon Wade backing down her man down low. And that's going to end this ball game. I don't know if she thought maybe it was a 2-point deficit or what, but got the shot to fall. But unfortunately, they couldn't get anything else to go their way before that clock reached 000. So Anderson County going to get it done here tonight over Woodford County. The Yellow Jackets will end their season at 16-9. Anderson County back up to that 20-win mark, 20-9 now on the year, and they will advance to the District 30 championship game. We'll break it all down for you coming up here in your post game. Stay right there. Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage continues after this on Glycod.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
At Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back here, Collins High School, where we have wrapped up our girls portion of the broadcast as Anderson County completes the comeback 38-37. They get it done over Woodford County. Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back here alongside you. Coach, very entertaining game when it was all said and done.
Very much so, and I don't think there were a lot of people in the gym unless you were just a great Anderson County fan who thought after 3 quarters that, hey, we've had a lot of success against this team. Maybe tonight's when it goes away, but they found a way.
Yep, no doubt about it. It was a 7-2 lead for Woodford after 1, 21-11 at half, 27-19 after 3, but they ultimately fall 38-37. Quickly, we'll look at your individual scoring. Woodford County was led by Haley Gordon, 16 points, 10 points for Evie Hall, 6 for Taylon Wade, 3 for Tarajnia Sanford, and 2 for Lonnie Jones. For Anderson County, 11 for Emily Gerard, 7 for Anna Rohde. You had 6 points for Emily Schaus, 5 points for Andy Beasley, 5 as well for Macy Cooper, and Abby Wells with 4 points. As we'll see if Coach Birdwhistle joins us up here or not. We'll get him in the next segment if so. But Coach, we've got to bring you your most outstanding players. Built by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your next chapter. Appreciate them sponsoring our most outstanding players. On the Woodford County side of things, pretty easy decision. Haley Gordon with 16 points here tonight. She was really the engine for the Yellow Jackets.
Very much so. Did a lot of positive things as she has most of the year, most of her career.
Now, a little bit tougher on the Anderson County side of things, but we ultimately decided to go with Emily Gerard, 11 points for her in this ball game. Took her a little bit to get going, but she ended up finding a groove and playing very well in that second half of play. All right, let's take a look at our scoreboard going on here around the area here tonight. We have got a ton of games going down across the area. Tonight's scoreboard presented by Century Bank, our community, your bank. Eminence leading over Gallatin County 49-46 with a minute left in that girls 31 semifinal. You've got Simon Kenton 24-2 over Walton Verona, and we've got all kinds of coverage coming up for you here on Glycod the next week or so. So make sure to stay locked in with us. I see Coach Birdwhistle walking up now, so we'll send it aside for a break. We'll grab him on the other side, and we'll turn the attention to our boys contest. Spencer County and Collins coming up for you here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we are about to put a bow on our girls varsity contest as Anderson County gets it done 38-37 over Woodford County in just a whale of a game. Justin Kalen back here with you, now joined by Anderson County head coach Clay Birdwhistle. Coach, that was a hard-fought game by your team. It didn't always go your way. Matter of fact, for that first three quarters, you could say nothing went your way. But it was that fourth quarter, you all were able to get back into the game, and once you did that, you never looked back.
Yeah, I mean, I was super proud of our kids. There's two different things. Like, people talk about being young. Being young's one thing. Being inexperienced is something different. And when you're both,
yeah,
it's really tough.
Yeah.
So when they came out here, it's the first time they've ever played for their postseason live.
Wow.
It's never happened before.
Yeah.
So we did not handle it well. We're down 17-2, and you're just kind of grasping at straws on how can we get a bucket. I mean, how can we just be competitive at this point? The one thing about my kids that I'm so proud of, we have T-shirts that said "I believe." There's a lot of people that when they started talking about Anderson County basketball this year, every time they talked about our team, they talked about not necessarily who was. And, we just believe that if we work hard enough, we're going to be able to put ourselves in positions to win games like this.
Yeah.
And, when I was talking to the kids in timeouts, I'm like, I need a 5-0 run. I don't need a 15-0 run. I need a 5-0 run.
Sure.
And, throughout the game, we go in the fourth quarter, and we still haven't gotten down that much. But I'm like, guys, I need 3 points in the first 3 minutes, and then next thing you know, the game's getting a little bit harder. I mean, like I told Coach Forrest before the game started, they're bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic, more experienced. If the game's about that, we lose.
Yeah,
it has to be about something else, and the resolve and the just the toughness, the mental toughness of those kids is special. And, I'm proud to be their coach right now.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought win, really impressive win for your squad. Almost as impressive of the 11th straight season of Anderson County girls basketball having 20 wins on a season. So congratulations for that. But more importantly, congratulations on staying alive in the state tournament.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that is Coach Birdwhistle. We'll let him get out of here. He's a busy man. Coach had a rough night here tonight, but his team does get it done 38-37, and they will head to the 30th District Championship coming up. But that'll put a bow on our girls basketball coverage. Now we're going to turn the attention to our boys game, as it's going to be Spencer County and Collins coming up for you now. Both of those teams already warming up down there on the sidelines, as Gary Forrest will rejoin me here in just a second. But thanks to Coach Birdwhistle taking some time for us there. But I'm real excited about this boys contest. It's going to be Spencer County, and it's going to be Collins. Spencer County 18-12 on the year. Collins 8-19. And Coach, no doubt about it, this is a Collins team that has struggled, but you never know when it's the state tournament, right?
Well, you don't. And, just a gentle reminder Collins was able to upset Spencer here about a month ago. So don't tell them they're the underdog.
Yeah, well, this should be a fun one here tonight. Let's take a look at our players to watch for both of these teams. For Spencer County, they have got 3 guys, make that 4 guys that are in double figures scoring for the season. Who's the guys you're keying on here tonight, Coach?
Well, you know, you hit it on the head. When you've got 4 guys in double figures, great balance. It also means they give the ball up to their teammates as well. You know, for Spencer County, Smith with 14 points a game, Seawright 16 points a game, and then the 2 Armstrongs, Chris with 11 and 6, and Ben with 10 and 5. So nice balanced scoring for.
Right. How about for this Collins team? Who's the guy you're keying in on?
Well, Collins, a little more sporadic. Cochran leads them in scoring at 10 points a game, but just a smidgen under that. Bryant with 8, Stover with 7, and McIntyre with 6.
All right, there you go. There are your players to watch as we get you set for 30th District semifinal action on the boys' side of things. We'll come back on the other side. We'll get you your keys to the game, and we are just about 9 minutes away from tip-off here in this second contest. So stay right there. We'll continue the pregame next on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
Our customers leave happy. If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
Come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
Communication is really important on a team because you have to know what everybody's doing, even when it's not your job. You just really want to work as one unit, and whenever you can do that, the team is at its best. I think staying active helps me to be my best self by keeping me disciplined. Being able to look back whenever I go to bed at night, checking all the things off that I've done that day, it creates the best me. My name is Trent Noah, and I'm better without it.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we continue to get you set for boys varsity basketball in the 30th District. Semifinal game here for you tonight on Central Kentucky High School Basketball. Here for you on Glycod. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you. And Coach, we've got to get to tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by Kinzer & Kinzer in LaGrange, delivering clean, comfortable air. Let's start first with Spencer County. Keys to the game for the Bears.
Well, for Spencer, you know, they've got 4 guys averaging double figures. So, you know, that makes it a tough give if you're Collins, because you stop one, you got 4 others that are going to come right up. It's like whack-a-mole.
And how about for the Collins Titans? What are you looking for with them tonight?
Well, the best thing Collins got going for them is about a month ago they played this same Spencer County bunch, and they were able to beat them.
Yeah.
So in their minds, they may be the underdog, but they also know the last time they played, they won.
Yep, coming in with some confidence. We'll see if that plays in their favor or not here tonight, as we've got just over 4 minutes left in our pregame clock. We've got to take another break here, but first let me remind you that this broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the KHSAA is prohibited. As we'll get to that break now, we'll come back on the other side. We'll get to your starting lineups, and we should be set for our tip-off here for your 30th District semifinal action tonight between Spencer County and Collins. Coming up next for you on Glycod.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
At Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
We know it's more than a matcha latte. It's your midday MVP. Big B makes it better.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we have got a minute left on our pregame clock, but just about set for boys varsity basketball. District 30 semifinal action here tonight. Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod. Justin Kalin, Coach Gary Forrest alongside you, as it is the 18-12 Spencer County Bears set to do battle with the 8-19 Collins Titans. Coach Collins, with that 8-19 record, it hasn't been great, but like you mentioned, they did take care of this Spencer County team back on January 16th by a final score of 53-46. And another thing, they lead in the series since 2011, 18-5. So they definitely come into this game with confidence.
Well, very much so. You know, Spencer probably wants to have a word or two about that. You know, Spencer's been to the state tournament a few years back, as well as Collins, so neither one of them are newbies in this thing.
Head coach Jason Burns for Spencer County in his 13th season, 232 wins, 149 losses, two-time 8th Region Coach of the Year back in 2021 and 2022. And for Collins, Chris George in his first season spent 2017 up until last year as an assistant here at Collins before getting this job. As we are set for our starting lineups. As the first one mentioned out there for Spencer County is going to be number 3, Sam Seawright. He is a 5'10 senior. He is followed up by number 13, Keaton Jones, a 6'2 senior. He's followed up by Brady Smith, a 6-foot senior, scoring nearly 14 points a game. I stand corrected, that was actually Chris Armstrong, number 15, a 6'6 junior. Armstrong followed up by his twin brother Ben, a 6'5 junior, and there is Brady Smith, the 6-foot senior. Brady Smith actually nominated to the All 8th Region team earlier today, so congratulations to him. As the Collins starters being announced now, the first one out is going to be Jackson McIntyre. He wears number 2, a 5'9 junior, scoring 8 points a ball game. The next one up off the bench is going to be number 4, Grant Roadcap. He is a 6-foot senior, averaging 4 points a contest. Number 13, Michael Bryant, the next one. He is a 6'3 senior, averaging 10.7 rebounds a game, 5 double-doubles this season. He's followed up by number 20, Walker Webb. Walker Webb is a junior, putting up 3.5 points, 2 rebounds a contest. And the final Collins starter is going to be number 30, Colton Pfaff, a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 4 points per contest. What do you make of those starting lineups, Coach? Anything stick out to you?
No, not anything particular. You know, they just know that last time they played, Collins was a winner, and until that changes, they're one up on the bunch from Spencer County.
Collins in their white uniforms. Spencer County going to be rocking their black road uniforms with the blue lettering and numbering, white trim on those jerseys as we are underway. And it will be Collins basketball to start things off, thanks to Walker Webb saving that one in play.
Got a little matchup zone right here by Spencer.
Great first look there for Collins, but it's going to come up empty as that one was fired up by McIntyre.
Collins, if they have a fault at times, I think they settle too quickly for the threes. We'll see if that's the case in this game.
Seawright dropped this one down low for Armstrong. Good extra pass by Armstrong to end up with the deuce.
Right off the bottom.
That was Keaton Jones, who only scores 3 points a contest. Already with an early deuce there. Collins driving in. Looking to back his man down is Michael Bryant. Bryant in the lane, a little too strong. Rebounded by Armstrong. Cross court for Seawright.
2-3 zone at the other end by Collins.
Now that's Seawright back in possession here. I stand corrected, Ben Armstrong did not get the start tonight. That was actually number 33, Charlie Allen, who's a 5'9 sophomore. And there's another bucket down low. Easy to see here in the early going. Concerted effort to get it inside. And Coach, I don't know what I was seeing. That is Ben Armstrong out there who just knocked in that layup. Not Charlie Allen.
Well, it was news to Charlie.
Well, you got the blue numbers on those black uniforms.
It's
not the easiest on
easy.
the eyes, yeah. 4-0, Spencer County on top here in the early going, and a good pass down in the lane as Walker Webb will get it up and in. 4-2, 2 minutes into this ball game. Good crowd on tap. Number of the Anderson County, Woodford County fans sticking around to take this one in. As Seawright misses that three, he does lead the team with 56 of them on the season. Setting up the offense here is McIntyre. The junior slides it over to the left. Now back with McIntyre. Talk about a size disadvantage being guarded by Armstrong. Mid-range jumper, and that one falls through. Walker Webb again, who's already over his season average of 3.5 points per ball game. All tied up at 4. Armstrong thought about the 3, now gives it out. Seawright tries another one, can't convert. Rebounded inside by Chris Armstrong. And all the way down low, that ball's going to carry him off the side of the rim. And they're going to say, well, we get a foul here? I thought they called that he stepped on the inline, but I guess we got a foul. It's going to go against Grant Roadcap, the 6-foot senior. Raleigh Tackett checking in for Spencer County, 5'11" junior. Great basketball name, Coach. Raleigh Tackett. Looking for Armstrong. Threw it off the bottom of the backboard, though, as he inbounded it. Coming across with it here is McIntyre. McIntyre breaks some ankles, but can't hit the 3. Sam Seawright may be hurt. He stopped immediately. Normally you have guys, you see their pride, they want to hop right back up to their feet, but Seawright remained laying down on the floor. As I tell you what, we're going to step aside for a break here as they check on him, and we'll come back with more Central Kentucky high school basketball on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as they continue to check on Sam Seawright down on the floor, but he is hopping up to at least 1 foot now, and they're going to help him off the floor. Coach, we are only 3 minutes, 20 seconds into this game. That is potentially a huge development.
Very much so. Their leading scorer at the same time, he has a knee brace on that particular knee.
Yeah.
So that makes you think he's had issues with it before.
We'll see how they navigate without him here, as now Charlie Allen, the 5'9" sophomore in the game, will bring it across the timeline. Allen in possession here, gives it down low. Here's going to be a 3-point try. That one comes up empty, as that was fired up there by Raleigh Tackett. Now on top with it is Collins. They'll give it down to Bryant. Bryant with a good extra pass. Gets it to McIntyre, who gets it to fall and draws the foul. Great extra pass.
Good inside ball movement by Collins. Led to the easy bucket and one.
McIntyre with his first points of the evening. Will look to convert on the 3-point play here. McIntyre on the year, 64% from the stripe. Didn't look like it on that one. Pure as the morning dew. Collins 7, Spencer County 4. On top, that is Tackett. Tackett back with it. Over to the right-hand side, Ty Kimbrough, a 6'1" senior, newly in the game, as here's going to be a good look from 3. Little too strong, though, but rebounded by Kimbrough. Now Kimbrough trying to feed Armstrong down low, does, and he gets it up and in. Chris Armstrong, 2 double-doubles this season. He's averaging 11.6 rebounds. As Michael Bryant out for McIntyre, thought about a 3, and he's going to be called for a travel.
Interesting call. I think he got a body check.
Oh, they did call the foul. Did he not signal travel?
He did signal travel.
Got me feeling like I'm taking crazy pills here. As McIntyre again going to drop it down low. This time it's Bryant. His shot rims out.
Bryant sometimes settles for the easiest way, and you know, he's a big, thick kid. I'd love to see him in the paint more, use that big body.
3 from the corner, misses everything. Rebounded by Cochran. Now good look at 3. That one comes up empty. That was Pfaff, the sophomore, on the shot. 7-6, under 3 to play here in this first quarter. Up top with it, Allen. Gets it back. Now gets it to Armstrong. He assesses the situation, kicks it out. Back to Armstrong, free throw line jumper, got it. That's 4 now for Chris Armstrong. Spencer County on top by 1. Inside with Bryant. He's going to try to back down. Armstrong gets it in the corner. McIntyre got it. His second 3 of this first quarter, and that Collins lead up to 2 now at 10-8. Trying to get it for Armstrong. Good catch as he gets it out of the corner. Another great look at 3 by Spencer County. Just can't quite knock it down. And quickly Cochran comes back the other way, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. Guess he just extended that arm. The only thing I could think of. Spencer County now trailing by 2, but they do get the basketball back with 1:40 remaining here in this first quarter. Bringing it across the timeline is Charlie Allen. Over to the right, that's Ben Armstrong driving baseline, was out of control, and he loses it. McIntyre, he loses it in the lane. Now picked up by Allen. He's got a full head of steam all the way to the bucket, draws the foul, and a couple free throws upcoming. Good aggressive take there by the sophomore.
Wasn't any doubt once he crossed the half court, he put it in high gear.
So now Charlie Allen will step to the stripe where he shoots 78%. And that one up and in. Great environment here tonight at Collins. The energy has been there all evening long, whether it was that girls game or now this boys contest. 30th District semifinal play. Both free throws up and in by Allen.
A little pressure now. 2-2-1 by Spencer. Trying to hurry the game up a little bit. Got to steal.
Taking their time with it, but yeah, you've got to be aware if you're Grayson Alvey, the 6'6" senior.
Well, I don't think he's used to handling the ball in that situation, and it showed itself.
Fair point. As now trying to back in on Alvey, and that's going to go with a double dribble, yeah. 10-10 ball game with under a minute to play in this first quarter.
2-2-1. Had success with it last time. I think, why not go back to it again?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yep.
As McIntyre coming across with it. He is hounded, but able to get it off now for Cochran, and Cochran gets it taken away. This Bears defense has just been opportunistic the last couple possessions, and it's going to result in a wide open 3 and knocked down by Raleigh Tackett. And the Bears lead by 3.
Well, turnovers get the ball back to Spencer County and get them that 3.
Now Collins looking for an answer. Jaden Martin, 6-foot senior, wearing number 0 in white, newly into the game. McIntyre down to 5. McIntyre looking for some room, and we are going to get a foul call. And luckily for Coach Burns and the Bears, that's only number 3. Ty Kimbrough going to check out of the game. 3 seconds to make it happen. Cochran's three left it well short, and they're not going to get another shot off, and that'll bring us to the end of our first quarter. It is Spencer County 13, Collins 10 up on our scoreboard. We'll bring you the second quarter of action when we get back here on Glycod.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Second quarter set to get underway here from Collins High School. 30th District semifinal action tonight on Glycod for your coverage of Central Kentucky High School basketball. I'm Justin Kalen, joined by Gary Forrest, Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer. Sailor Sizemore operating the camera for us this evening, as it's been a fun night of district semifinal action. I know Coach will be back here tomorrow, and we're about to ramp things up seriously on Glycod. Fun first quarter, though, Coach. 13-10, Spencer County leading after one. And now they're going to start this second quarter with a turnover as it's taken away. McIntyre with a good look at three, knocks it down.
Well, the turnover led to an open and made three by Collins.
That is already the third three knocked in by Jackson McIntyre. As Ben Armstrong feeds it down low. Another good look at three here, this time for the Bears, missing, but they get their own offensive rebound. Up top, Armstrong feeding it down low to Chris Armstrong. Now out up top, Rowley Tackett's three. Had a little bit of a hitch in that shot, but he still gets it to fall through.
Boy, Tackett, as you say, sort of a global spin on that one.
Spencer County continuing to lead by three, 16-13. Michael Bryant with it at the free throw line. He's looking for McIntyre, now just going to try to back down Armstrong himself, but Armstrong stands tall, blocks it away. Now over to the right. Back with Ben Armstrong up top. He'll send it down low, the turnaround jumper, got it. That is Ty Kimbrough with his first points of the evening. Spencer County by 5, 18-13. Just over 6 left here in this first half. Over to the left-hand side. Thought about a three, did Colton Pfaff. Instead, backs it up. Keeps that dribble alive, leaves it off Cochran. Cochran will drive into the lane. He gets fouled. And a couple free throws coming his way.
Fouls on number 10, Ty Kimbrough. That's his first, team first.
Tell you what, Josh Cochran, just a sophomore. Good-looking ball player, though.
Very active offensively.
As his free throw up and in. Good-looking stroke there from a guy who, on the season, just 52% from the charity stripe. Couldn't tell it on that one, however. Second one also going to bounce in.
Got all of the rim, that's for sure.
So get your money's worth, right?
Yep.
18-15, Bears continue to lead by 3 as they're going to get a great look at from 3 here. Misses everything. That was Tackett, who's already knocked down a pair of triples tonight. And Cochran going to get fouled as he once again tried to get it inside.
Fouls on number 32, Ben Armstrong. That's his first, team second.
Getting this one in play to McIntyre, and McIntyre throws it away. I don't think he saw Ben Armstrong standing there, but now Armstrong sends it away, gets it back, continues to work it to the left-hand side. Another good look from three comes up empty. It's a Spencer County team that on the season shoots 36% from deep. They've gotten a number of good looks here tonight. And we are going to get a 30-second timeout called here with 5:20 remaining in this first half of play. Bears 18, Titans 15 up on our scoreboard. We'll squeeze in a break as well. Stay right there. We'll be back after this here on Glycon.
We know it's more than a Bragel. It's love at first bite. Big B makes it better.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycon.
Visit Glycod.com for information about our live postseason basketball coverage and check out our Tournament Central page for updates on all the action. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Did want to get this in as well. Forgot this during our starting lineups tonight, but tonight's starting lineups were brought to you by Big B Coffee. Find your new crush with locations in Lawrenceburg and Shelbyville. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as we've got just over 5 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Been a lot of fun. Seen a number of big-time shots so far, Coach, and hopefully we continue to see that. As Cochran inside. McIntyre going for his fourth three. Misses as it's rebounded inside. That was Keaton Jones pulling it out of there. And now they give it away. McIntyre falling as he came across the midcourt line. Not sure what that was all about. As Bryant with a good drop step, but he couldn't flick that one up and in. Now Jones over to the right. Three here by Kimbrough, empty. McIntyre, Cochran now, and Cochran kicks it out of play.
Well, Cochran is sort of premeditated a lot of times. When he gets the ball, he's already heading toward the basket. And there was too quick of a dribble.
Yeah. Moving a little too quick there by the sophomore. As we're down to just about down to the 4-minute mark remaining in this half, as another great look at three. And it was Tackett again missing, and they're going to rule that this ball knocked out of play by Bryant. Bears will inbound here with Ben Armstrong. Up top, Tackett's three, got another one. Third three of the night for Raleigh Tackett.
You got to make Tackett move his feet. You know, if you let him catch and set, you know, he's made 3 threes and all of them the same shooting motion.
Tackett and McIntyre on the Collins side of things have both knocked down 3 threes. As we are going to get a foul called against, looked like Keaton Jones, the guilty party that time. Spencer County by 6, 21-15, under 4 to play here in this half. I don't know how he threaded the needle with that pass, but misses on the shot, but able to get the offensive rebound. Now back with Bryant, who throws one up there, and he'll head to the line. What an effort there by Grant Roadcap. Missed the shot, but able to track down the rebound and keep the possession alive.
There's that old adage, who's the guy that knows where the ball's going most? And that's the guy who shot it last.
I don't know that I'd ever heard that one. I like that one. As Bryant misses on that first free throw, but he'll have another try here. And that one long as well, a little too much mustard as it's kept in play by, I believe that was Devin Cornell, who's newly in the game. Armstrong runs the floor, and he's going to be rewarded with the bucket as they called the goaltend, right? And he got fouled. That is indeed what they called. Armstrong now with 4 points tonight, and that Spencer County lead is up to 8 all of a sudden. On the year, 84%, but he comes up empty. However, the Bears continue to lead. Roadcap over to McIntyre. And that's an errant pass picked up by Armstrong. He's got it now, up top with it. He'll take the three. Left it short, but the offensive rebound. Now a great look again. And that's going to come up empty by Keaton Jones. And then Spencer County called for the foul following that missed three. And that is their 5th foul. So free throws for the final 3 minutes for Collins. That could be a huge way to claw their way back into this game.
Very much so. 5-1 disparity on fouls.
As it is going to be Colton Pfaff heading to the stripe, and he's able to knock down the first. Cornell checks out for Spencer County as Chris Armstrong back in, and Pfaff gets them both. Ben Armstrong in possession. Chris will fire the three, comes up long, and rebounded inside. Another offensive rebound. Both of these teams have done a good job early going of grabbing offensive rebounds, and now we're going to get a blocking call. Didn't have the best angle of it from up here. Ben Armstrong at the line, misses again.
Well, Spencer doing a great job on the offensive boards. If there is a negative, they've not shot the free throws well.
Ben Armstrong says, "I'll show you, Gary Forrest," as he knocks it down. Give him 5 points here tonight, as he'll head over to the Spencer County bench. He's replaced by Charlie Allen. Up now with Roadcap. Gives it to McIntyre. Again, he's met by Chris Armstrong. A huge height disadvantage for McIntyre, but he's not going to back down from it, as now he's going to get a wide open three from the corner. Bryant on the offensive rebound. He'll back his man down, throws up a wild one, no good. Under 2 to play here in this first half. Spencer County 24, Collins 17. And the possession with Keaton Jones now. Jones down low. They're going to call that a block. Wow. I thought for sure that one was going to go the other way, but that's why I'm behind the mic and not in a striped shirt.
Well, it looked like Armstrong kind of looked like a bull in a china shop as he came through there, bodies flying.
That's why I thought they would get him on the offensive, but alas, he's going to go to the free throw line for a pair. It's Chris Armstrong, and he misses. Titans over there on their bench probably screaming, "Ball don't lie."
Yep.
Chris will have one more try here, and that one will fall through.
Got a good looking stroke.
He does, yeah. Now 5 points this evening. Good patience here by Collins.
Spencer staying in the matchup zone.
McIntyre to Bryant. Bryant floats it, and that one spins out. That's just bad luck there by Michael Bryant.
Well, Bryant never shoots the same shot the same way. You know, he's always changing his shot, allowing the defense really an advantage.
Now this ball poked loose, but kept alive. And Armstrong again. And that's going to be another block. Once again, went in there a little out of control, but the call goes in his favor. This one, however, was not a shooting one.
They haven't gotten to that bonus yet. They sit on one foul for the longest time.
Now the student section letting their feelings be known about the officiating as Cochran coming down with it. He'll leave it out for the three-pointer. That shot no good. Bryant on the rebound. He's also no good. Another try. Gets it to go and draws the foul. That's what you just call some effort there by Bryant.
Well, once again, never shoots the same looking shot. He always changes his shot allowed by the defense. I think he would be a much better shooter just to shoot through him.
Does knock down the free throw, so the first 3 points of the night for Michael Bryant. As Collins back to within 5. We've got 25 seconds to play here in this first half. As Tackett gives this one up. Now up top with it. That is Keaton Jones. Jones gives it off to Allen. Charlie backing up towards the timeline. Looks back at Coach Burns. Under 10 to play. Allen will drive in. Drives baseline, misses. Here's Bryant. Bryant kicks it up. Cochran and leaves it short. And that'll bring us to the end of our first half of play. Spencer County 25, Collins 20 up on our scoreboard. Entertaining first half of basketball here for your 30th district semifinal. We'll step aside here, come back, and we'll break it all down for you in your halftime report. Stay right there. We continue your Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage on Glycod.
I think it's important to have a passion because it's important to have something that's bigger than yourself, that you find joy in, that you can work towards every single day. I would say that basketball has positively influenced my life greater than any other thing that I've done because it has allowed me to build so many great relationships, and it's taught me resilience and accountability and discipline and so many things that I use in life every single day. I've witnessed how drugs have negatively impacted people in my community, and I know that by pursuing my passion, I've been able to make positive choices that have helped me grow as a person and an athlete. If you're feeling pressured, I would just encourage you to stay true to yourself and not let others influence you to become something that you're not. It's okay to stand out and make choices that reflect who you really are. My name is Cassidy Rowe, and I'm better without it.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy. If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington. Visit manowarhd.com.
Back here, Collins High School, as we are smack dab in the middle of our halftime report, and it is absolute bedlam on the floor. I have never seen so many kids getting shots up here at the halftime break, but we certainly saw our fair share of shots thrown up in that first half as Spencer County leads it 25-20 over Collins in this District 30 semifinal. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. Coach, all in all, pretty fun first half.
Very much so. Very well played game on both teams' behalf. You know, sort of a game of runs, if you will. And 5-point lead for the Bears.
It was a fun one. Let's take a look at, actually I'll do that next segment. We'll take a look at the individual scoring. But while I got a moment, do want to remind you that tonight's scoreboard presented by Century Bank, our community, your bank, as we take a look at some of the scores. Eminence, a final 55-48 over Gallatin County in the girls 31 semifinal. You got Simon Kenton final over Walton Verona in the 32nd district. And then you've got Gallatin County and Owen County in progress on the boys side of things. So there's a look at your scoreboard. All kinds of action going on across the state here tonight. It is the best time of the year. Love district play, love the regions, love the state tournament. This is all so fun, Coach, especially when you get an environment like this.
Well, and then you look down on the floor and you wonder why, you know, every kid under the age of 7 in the gym is on the floor shooting hoops.
I'm kind of jealous. I want to be down there with them. Maybe I'll do that during this break. We'll find out. But we are due against that now, so we'll take it. We'll come back. We'll get you some individual scoring numbers. We'll take a look at the team statistics as well and get you set for the third quarter of play. Stay right there. We continue on here with your Central Kentucky High School basketball coverage on Glycod.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks.
All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we are just about set for the second half of play in our boys 30th District semifinal. It is Spencer County 25, Collins 20. Let's take a look at some of our stats from that first half. First, the individual scoring. Spencer County led by Raleigh Tackett, 9 points in that first half. You got 5 points from the Armstrongs, 5 for Chris, 5 for Ben, 2 points for Ty Kimbrough, 2 for Keaton Jones, and 2 for Charlie Allen. For Collins, they were led by Jackson McIntyre. He had 9 points, 4 points for Walker Webb, 3 for Michael Bryant, and 2 for Josh Cochran and Colton Pfaff. Coach, anything stick out about the team statistics from that first half?
Well, everything almost equal as far as shots. Both teams got off right at 20 shots, you know, with Collins making 6 and Spencer County being 8 for 20. I think a thing that's maybe overlooked is the fact that Spencer County's leading scorer, Sam Seawright, went out of the game 2 minutes into the game.
Yep, I had almost completely forgotten about that. That is definitely worth mentioning. Thank you for doing so, Coach. And we are back in play. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest alongside you, as it's going to be a takeaway for Spencer County to begin this second half. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer. As Spencer County looking to keep the momentum rolling. Sailor Sizemore, by the way, on camera for us tonight, as we're going to get a foul called here.
Well, I tell you what, Armstrong has made a living tonight of just dropping his head and taking it hard to the basket with bodies flying, and not one offensive foul. He's got every foul called his way.
Absolutely. As that first one up and in, he was a little shaky from the line in that first half, but a good-looking stroke there. Try to expand that lead up to 7, and he does.
Both of those look good.
Yeah. Looked like the 84% free throw shooter he is.
Yep.
Now Collins looking for an answer. They had some really good spurts in that first half. They actually led early in that first quarter before Spencer County was able to storm back, as here's Cochran with it.
Well, Cochran's going to put the ball on the floor. You can bet that.
McIntyre up top, going to get it to Cochran. There he does put it on the floor, spins inside. And how about that? Challenging Chris Armstrong and drawing the foul. Second foul on Armstrong.
Well, you've got to get up in Cochran because he's, you know, already shown that his first move is going to be a step to the basket and a hard dribble. And you got to make him arc rather than going straight to the basket.
Does miss on that first free throw.
Well, he's, not a good free throw shooter we watched the first half.
Second one left short, but the offensive rebound and just a rushed attempt there as that one comes up empty. It was Walker Webb, the junior, firing it up. 27-20, under 7 to play here in this third quarter. Here's Charlie Allen with it. He'll drive inside, gets it up and in. That's now 4 for the sophomore Charlie Allen, who's above his season average. Collins trailing by 9 as that lead for Spencer County has continued to grow since about midway through that second quarter, but Michael Bryant looking to change that here and just a little too strong.
Well, Bryant initiates a bump, and that actually took away from his shot.
He's got some good post moves that we've seen tonight, just hasn't always been the most efficient with knocking the shots down. As a step back 3 here, left short, trying to track down the rebound, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Great hustle, good effort there by Armstrong. But it goes back with Collins here. Titans trying to close the gap here to keep their season alive. The winner will advance to the 30th District Championship and ensure they're in the region tournament as Cochran misses the wide open dunk. One of the better looks he's had all night around the rim. And now this one nearly taken away. Well, now they're going to say it is a turnover. Coach Burns doesn't love it. And now he's screaming at one of his players.
I thought you might want to be on the official who was 5 feet away, and it looked like obviously the call was going the other way.
I thought initially he was going after the official. Then I realized it was his own player, and it's going to be a three-pointer on the other end for Colton Pfaff. Now a wild, oh my. Charlie Allen, have yourself a finish there, my friend.
Well, I tell you what, so far this quarter, Allen's drove hard left and made one. And if he gets a degree of difficulty, he got a higher percentage on the one from the right-hand side.
That was a ridiculously impressive finish, and now a chance to convert on the three-point play, but he cannot. 6 points now for Charlie Allen as that Bears lead up to 8. Here's Cochran driving inside. Good job keeping that pivot foot down as McIntyre passes up the 3. Now he'll fire up the mid-range and left it short. Coming across with it here is Allen. I'd get it right back to him, let him drive in again, and he does. And now we're going to have a hard collision as Charlie Allen was fouled.
Well, that was the problem. The Collins player pushed Allen into his teammate.
It's a third foul going against Collins here in this third quarter as they trail by 8, nearly halfway through the quarter.
That was almost blatant when you push someone from behind.
Yep. Tackett gets it to Ben Armstrong. His mid-range, pure. And that'll prompt a timeout here with 4:13 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to step aside for one as well. 10-point lead for Spencer County in your Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage tonight on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Visit glycod.com for information about our live postseason basketball coverage and check out our Tournament Central page for updates on all the action. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. And we've got a good one for you here tonight, a pair of good ones really, as Anderson County takes care of Woodford County in our girls contest 38-37. And now Spencer County has extended that lead a little bit, leading by 10, but still been entertaining nonetheless. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And we'll see what happens in the conclusion of this third quarter. Collins got to get some shots to start falling, Coach.
Well, Spencer has been the aggressor from the get-go, but 5 points was the biggest of the margins, but they doubled it here in the third quarter.
Led by 5 at half, as McIntyre, who was able to knock down 3 first half threes, see if they can get him back in the fold. We're going to drop it here for Bryant. He'll try to back down his man, leaves it off. Cochran tried the circus shot, couldn't get it to fall, but Bryant on the offensive rebound and stick back. Five points now for Michael Bryant. Tackett gives this one up. Great look at 3 here, left short. Cochran comes away with it. Now he'll swing it down low. That ball knocked out of play, but it'll stay here with Collins. Good idea, trying to feed it down low to Walker Webb. Tackett will head over to the Spencer County sideline. And for Bryant. Up top, McIntyre. They'll continue to work it around the perimeter here. Pfaff gives it up, now gets it back, and his 3 finds the bottom. His second 3 in this quarter, and feels like a big shot for Collins, who cuts that deficit to just 5. Now Ben Armstrong looking for the answer and gets it. 11 points now for Ben Armstrong. Just above his season average of 10 per contest. Here's McIntyre, great spin move in the lane, and can't finish the floater, but he does draw a trip to the line. McIntyre on the year, 64%. And gets that first one to rattle home. Really impressed with McIntyre tonight. He's had a great game. Came in averaging just 8 points per contest. And now he's got 11.
2-2-1, full court by Collins, trying to speed this thing up a little bit.
You speed up this Bears team, does that hurt them, Coach?
Well, I think what it does is it makes their big ones, it takes them out of sequence.
Now they settle into the offense a little bit. Charlie Allen with the quarter he's had, set a screen, let him drive it in. Instead, he'll try the step back 3. Michael Bryant, another big time rebound. Down to 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. Collins with a big possession here to slice that deficit even further. Good patience being displayed here as they get it back into the hands of McIntyre. He'll give it over to Webb. Now Bryant in the corner, cross court for Cochran. Driving in, that ball taken away, just got bullied that time.
Well, I thought he maybe even had a run and a head start before he put it down. You know, see if the Armstrongs get involved again. They've been without the ball for a bit.
Here's Chris in possession. I lied. As over the top with it here, it's Ben Armstrong. Cross court, great look at 3, knocks it down. Charlie Allen. 7 third quarter points for Charlie Allen, who's now up to 9 on the evening. And we've got under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Up top, Cochran. Now with Bryant, thought about that free throw line jumper, instead gives it back out to McIntyre.
Bryant's not really sure because of the size factor that Armstrong presents.
I don't blame him. Cochran driving baseline, and he's going to be bumped on the floor. With 32 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Coach George over there on that Collins sideline looking for some sort of answer. His team got it down to, what, 5 just moments ago?
Yes, went from 10 to 5, now back to 8.
Try to stop the bleeding here before the end of the third quarter if possible. As McIntyre looking over at Coach George as he makes the play call. Taps on his head a few times. McIntyre still holding it. Down to 10. Gets it inside. Wanted to kick it out into the corner, but Cochran comes away with it. He rises, fires, hits. 7-point lead. One final heave for Spencer County here. And they got it! Holy moly, what a shot there by Raleigh Tackett to end the third quarter. And Spencer County will take a 9-point advantage to the fourth quarter, 41-32. We'll be back on the other side with the fourth and final quarter of your 30th District semifinal here tonight on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
What an electric end to that third quarter as Spencer County will take a 9-point advantage into this fourth quarter. 41-32. Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back alongside you. And Coach, that has got to be a killer if you're Collins. You get it down to 6, and then Raleigh Tackett hits a buzzer-beating half quarter to make it 9 coming into this fourth. Got to be tough. Armstrong. That's Ben Armstrong with it. Dropping this one down low for Chris, who will try to work past Michael Bryant. He's going to be fouled.
Foul number 13, Mike Bryant. That's his second. Team first.
You expect Spencer County to slow this down any?
No, I don't think so. They ride that same horse that got them where they're at.
Yep, I agree. As Tackett gets this one off for Ben Armstrong. Kicks it back to Chris. His 3, got it. Spencer County starting to pull away now as that lead, the biggest it's been all night, up to 12 with 7 minutes remaining in this ball game. Here's Bryant. Over to his left. Gets it back. McIntyre. He'll look to drive in on Ben Armstrong. Thinks better of it. Leaves it off for Cochran, who gets it up and in. Now that's a flashy finish.
2-2-1 on the half by Collins now, trying to speed things up a little bit.
They trail by 10, but Spencer County able to break that press with ease.
Well, Spencer's done a great job handling the press, and they're handling it by passing the ball. So many times kids will start dribbling, put their head down, and that's when bad things happen. They've done a great job of floor balance.
Inbounding here for Kimbrough, who can't come away with it, but the offensive rebound. And now a trip to the free throw line coming up for Chris Armstrong. He's got 8 points tonight, a chance to get in double figures here at the free throw line.
Well, the Armstrongs, two good bookends that any coach would be proud to have.
Yeah.
They just do things, maybe not spectacular, but just roll up their sleeves and come to play.
Yeah, they've been a lot of fun to watch over the years, no doubt. Now in their junior season. First one up and in there by Chris. Trying to get that lead back up to 12. And he cannot. McIntyre comes across with it. Nearly an errant pass.
If they've used the correct hand, he would have had him a steal and maybe a bucket.
It's great anticipation, as now we're going to get a foul call down low. This one's going to go against Spencer County. Ty Kimbrough, the guilty party that time. And was unable to get that one in play was Grant Road cap, so we're going to get a 30-second timeout taken here. With 6:12 remaining in this ball game, we'll slide one in ourselves. It's Spencer County 45, Collins 34. You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, the site of tonight's 30th District semifinal action. We had a great game in our girls contest as Anderson County got it done 38-37 over Woodford. Now this one has seen Spencer County expand their lead up to 11, 45-34 as we're down to just over 6 minutes remaining here in this one. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest along for the ride this evening. Coach Forrest will be right back here tomorrow night for the other semifinals. As McIntyre drops this one down low. This is Bryant, kicks it out for McIntyre. Was looking for his first three since the first half. It comes up empty. Armstrong in the hands of Tackett. He'll give it off now for Jones. Jones hands this one off for Ben Armstrong. Works it back to the right, taken away by Cochran. Showtime, got it. Missed the dunk earlier, but he was gonna make sure he did not miss that one as he throws it down with two hands. 5 minutes left. Collins turning up the defensive pressure. Leads to a wide open three. Armstrong, offensive rebound, stick back good. And that'll be another timeout situation here. 47-36 now our score. With 4:57 remaining, we'll sneak in a break as well. Stay with us. We've got your conclusion coming up. Central Kentucky High School basketball this evening on Glycod.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Martha Lane Collins High School. Been a fun evening of 30th District semifinal action, as this has been a good second half for Spencer County, who's expanded their lead up to 11, 47-36. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as we've got 4:57 remaining. And we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening, Coach.
Well, Colin's going to have at least one more run in this thing.
I would say so as well. We'll see if they're able to get it starting soon. By the way, last time that Collins was in the 8th region tournament was 2023. So if they can't make any noise here in the last 4.5 minutes, that streak is going to keep rolling as Cochran inside for the finish and draws the foul.
Very good move by Cochran. Took it right into the defender's chest.
Now he'll toe the line to try to get this lead back down to 8.
He's been kind of an up and down free throw shooter.
Yeah. And misses. Well, he's had a good second half, most notably this fourth quarter where he's got 6 points, now up to 8 for the ball game. Under 4.5 to play as Tackett, that was a dangerous pass, but somehow finds the hands of Armstrong, and now taken away by Cochran. You know he's going to attack, draws the foul, and he'll head back to the line.
Did a great job of taking his shoulder and putting it into the defender's chest, forcing the defender basically to foul.
So he'll step back to the line where Coach mentioned he has struggled at times tonight, but if Collins wants to get their way back into this game, they've got to start hitting some free throws. And he gets the first. By the way, it will be free throws the rest of the way for Collins, as that was the 4th foul against the Bears here in this fourth quarter.
Well, Collins done a much better job of taking the ball to the hole. Got to make the free throws.
Yep.
You know, they were sort of dependent on the threes the first half. And
Armstrong up top, gets it right back. He'll fire another 3. Hit one moments ago, but he couldn't get that one to fall. Tackett wide open. Now another offensive rebound. Chris Armstrong with the stick back. That's now 8 points in the quarter for Chris Armstrong and 13 for the ball game. Showing up when it matters the most. That Spencer County lead back up to 10. Cochran inside, good dish off for Bryant, who gets it up and in. That was a pretty pass there. Good job on Bryant to catch it and get it up and in, as that'll bring us to another timeout. This will be a full timeout with 3:28 remaining. We'll step aside for one as well. Stay with us. We continue on with your Central Kentucky High School basketball coverage on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we have got a 49-41 lead for Spencer County up on our scoreboard with 3:28 remaining in this contest. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. One of these team seasons ends tonight. One of them advances to the 30th District Championship and will also cement their spot in the region tournaments. Question is, who will that be? We've got just over 3 minutes to figure that out as Josh Cochran going to be called for a foul here. That will be the 4th foul on Collins. So free throws the rest of the way on each and every foul. With Charlie Allen is going to get fouled, and he will step to the stripe. Jackson McIntyre picks up the foul. Charlie Allen on the season, 78% from the charity stripe.
Allen, very solid game for him off the bench tonight.
For sure. As he knocks it in. Wait, he came off the bench? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I initially thought he got the start. Yeah, he's been fantastic, no doubt about it, as he tries to push that lead back up to 10, and he does. Charlie Allen with 9 points here in this second half alone, 11 on the night. As McIntyre gets inside, and he floats it up and in. McIntyre up to 13. Spencer County able to easily break the press with under 3 to play here in this one. Coach Burns directing traffic over on that sideline. This is the 7th ever meeting between these two teams in playoff action. Collins has won 5 of the 6, but Spencer County looking to change that here tonight as Ty Kimbrough knocks in a 3.
Big bucket there, big bucket.
Pushes that lead back up to 11 with under 2.5 to play. Up top, McIntyre. He'll give it to Bryant. Again, sees that big Armstrong guy waiting on him and thinks other, and then they're going to step on the end line. Got to know where you're at if you're Grant Roadcap.
Yep.
Inbounding here for Allen, who quickly gives it up. And just run it across. There you go. And now we're going to get a timeout taken by Spencer County with 2:04 remaining in this ball game. They lead by 11, 54-43. We'll sneak away for a break as well. We'll come back with the conclusion of your 30th District semifinal action here tonight on Glycod.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Just over 2 minutes remaining here in this ball game as Spencer County with a 54-43 advantage up on our scoreboard. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest here with you this evening. Been a fun night of basketball, and now we'll see if Spencer County can close this thing out and get themselves back into another district championship. All you got to do is continue to feed the Armstrongs down low as Ben gets that one up and in. He's now got 13 on the night. And a takeaway here by Ben Armstrong. And it's just getting to be bleaker and bleaker for Collins, but as they miss the layup, great anticipation by Jaden Martin coming away with the steal, but you've got to hit that shot. And Martin promptly going to come out of the game. 97 seconds remaining. Roadcap in for Bryant. Up top now, McIntyre. Over for Roadcap, who gives it in to Cochran. Cochran looking for more as he floats this one up and gets it to fall through. Tell you what, for being just a sophomore, He's going to be a lot of fun the next couple of years here at Collins.
That's the best I've seen him play this year. He's played under control.
He has, yeah. I've been very impressed with his game. 56-45 as we're down to a minute remaining. See if Collins decides to play the foul game or not with the deficit the way it is. I think you just continue to probably keep running at him, right, Coach?
Yep.
Oh, now they're going to foul. What's Coach Forrest doing back in the day in this situation? Are you having your guys foul?
Yeah, we're going to play to the end.
Yeah, I got you. I can't hate on that.
But you got to have all 5 on the same page.
Yeah.
And usually what happens is 3 are, 2 are. That's never a good thing.
Second free throw, up and in. As that's our man, Charlie Allen again. 11 second half points. He has been a huge piece to this Spencer County win when it's all said and done. As we're down to 40 seconds, the three from the corner comes up empty. Ben Armstrong with the rebound. And now they're able to break the press, and with 26 seconds left, we are going to get another foul called, and it will be Keaton Jones heading to the free throw line. 58-45 as Spencer County is going to advance, as they will take on the winner. As Jones knocks down the first one, they will take on the winner of either Anderson County or Woodford County. We'll have that game for you here on Glycod tomorrow night. Coach will be right back here at Collins. You've also got Collins and Spencer County on the girls' side of things. As Michael Bryant, well, I thought he was taken off the floor. He was over there hugging Coach George. Michael Bryant, a senior, so this will be his final game. And the second free throw in. McIntyre will fire, misses, batted around, and taken out of there by Spencer County. And now maybe Collins calls off the dogs, and it looks like they will with 10 seconds remaining. Spencer County is going to advance to the 30th District Championship as the Bears fans here in attendance start to make some noise as they win this thing. 60-45 will be our final score here this evening as both teams meet at the handshake line. We'll take a break here, come back, and we'll break it all down for you in your post-game show for your Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage this evening on Glycod.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local, a locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
At Man of War Harley Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man o' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back here, Collins High School, as we have wrapped up our game portion of tonight's broadcast. A 60-45 win for Spencer County over Collins to move up to 19-12 on the season. Collins will end their year at 8-20, but with some of the things I saw tonight from some of their young guys, they will be just fine moving forward. But a fun ball game overall. It was a 13-10 lead for Spencer County after one. They expanded that up to 25-20 at half. Was a 41-32 advantage after 3 quarters of play before ultimately winning this thing 60-45. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest here with you. Coach, what'd you make of that game?
Well, you know, from the get-go, things were pretty active. If you're Spencer, you're concerned you lose your leading scorer a minute into the game. But I thought their kids were very resilient. Led by the twins. You know, they're just really good high school players.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And losing Sam Seawright 2 minutes into this game, I never thought I would look up at the scoreboard at the end of this thing and see a 15-point Spencer County win. So congratulations to them as they will advance to the 30th District Championship. And that should be a lot of fun as well. As before we send it away for our first break here, I do want to mention that tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by, as I'm trying to track it down, presented by Century Bank, our community, your bank. And let's take a look at some of those area scores. As we know, Anderson County 38-37 over Woodford County. We saw that game prior to this one. Eminence 55, Gallatin County 48 in the girls' district 31st district semifinal. Simon Kenton in the girls' 32nd district championship, 64-28 over Walton Verona, and Owen County over Gallatin County, or actually Gallatin County gets them 56-50 in the boys' 31st district semifinal. So there's a look at some of your area scores, and we will slide away for another break here. We'll come back on the other side. Coach Burns going to join us?
Couldn't get him out of the mob down there.
All right. We will not hear from Coach Burns. Was hoping we'd be able to snag him on the post-game interview, but we'll come back. We'll bring you your most outstanding players and bring you some final statistics as well. So keep it locked in right here on Glycod. Central Kentucky high school basketball coverage continues next.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, as we have wrapped up our game portion of tonight's broadcast. Got 2 quality broadcasts tonight for your 30th District semifinals, as it was Anderson County 38-37 over Woodford County, and Spencer County gets it done 60-45 over Collins. Let's take a look at some final statistics for Spencer County. They have 4 guys end up in double-figure scoring. 13 apiece for Charlie Allen, Ben Armstrong, and Chris Armstrong. 12 points for Raleigh Tackett, 5 for Ty Kimbrough, and 4 for Keaton Jones. For Collins, they were led by Jackson McIntyre, 13 points, 11 for Josh Cochran, 9 for Michael Bryant, 8 for Colton Pfaff, and then you've had 4 points from Walker Webb. 60-45 is our final. And Coach, we have got a name. Actually, let's take a look at some of the team statistics first. Anything stick out to you there?
Well, believe it or not, things were closer statistically than you would have thought in a 15-point game. And it was a game of ebbs and tides. 5-point biggest lead in the first half, and then it punched it out to 10, and then right at the end, the biggest lead tonight at 15 points.
Yeah, they played well. Spencer County played very, very well here tonight as they get a big-time win. Now we will give you your most outstanding players. Tonight's most outstanding players are built by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your next chapter. Let's first start with Spencer County. Tough decision when you've got 4 guys in double figures. They were led by 3 of them having 13 points, but ultimately, Coach, we decided to go with Charlie Allen.
Like Charlie Allen, came off the bench. People don't realize how hard a job that is for kids. And a very, very active game for him. So as a result, I'm sure his teammates are happy for him as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And for Collins, a little bit more of a tougher decision, but we decided on Josh Cochran, who you said a number of times in that broadcast, that's the best you've ever seen him look. Only had 11 points, but he made his impact all over this game.
Well, you saw improvement. I saw him earlier in the year, and, if you measure improvement from the beginning till the end, he was solid tonight for him.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun to watch, but unfortunately, his Collins Titans dropped this one by 15 and end their season at 8-20. We're due one more break here. We're going to step aside and take that now. We'll come back. We'll let you know what's upcoming here on Glycod. We have got a ton of coverage heading your way in regards to this KHSAA state tournament. So we'll get you all that information next. Stay right there. One final segment coming up for your Central Kentucky High School basketball game night here on Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel. Home on the range. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
I think it's important to have a passion because it's important to have something that's bigger than yourself, that you find joy in, that you can work towards every single day. I would say that basketball has positively influenced my life greater than any other thing that I've done because it has allowed me to build so many great relationships, and it's taught me resilience and accountability and discipline and so many things that I use in life every single day. I've witnessed how drugs have negatively impacted people in my community, and I know that by pursuing my passion, I've been able to make positive choices that have helped me grow as a person and an athlete. If you're feeling pressured, I would just encourage you to stay true to yourself and not let others influence you to become something that you're not. It's okay to stand out and make choices that reflect who you really are. My name is Cassidy Rowe, and I'm better without it.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back here at Collins High School one final time this evening as we have wrapped up the game portion of our broadcast. 30th District semifinals here tonight. Great time. Love Kentucky high school basketball, especially when we get to the tournament portion of this season. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as it was Anderson County 38-37 over Woodford County. Spencer County 60-45 over Collins. But we have got a ton more action for you here on Glycod. Coming up on Glycod, more exciting high school basketball brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. As we'll take a look at that upcoming schedule for you here on Glycod, you can expect all kinds of action. I mentioned it a number of times. Coach, you'll be right back here tomorrow for the other side of these semifinals. It's going to be Collins, Spencer County, and then Anderson County and Woodford County on the boys' side of things. So that should be a couple of fun games for you tomorrow night.
Very much so. And, you know, high school basketball at its best, it's tournament time.
Yep, no doubt about it. We'll also have live coverage of the 21st, 42nd, and 43rd district championship games tomorrow on Glycod as well. So make sure to lock in with us here on Glycod. We are your home for high school basketball tournament action. We've been doing it many, many years, and we continue to do so coming into this 2026 season. So appreciate y'all being along for the ride this evening. Before we get out of here, I certainly want to thank Kate Tucker, the athletic director here at Collins, getting us set up in a great spot to be able to bring you all these contests. Steve Bird, he's our executive producer here at Glycod. He's the guy responsible for sending us all the information we need to be able to bring you all these games, whether that be rosters, statistics. Steve does a wonderful job with all that, so appreciate him as always. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer tonight, keeping us up and running, doing a great job as always. Appreciate Kevin's help. And then Sailor Sizemore was on the camera for us here this evening. Appreciate Sailor as well. He also did a great job this evening. Coach, before we get out of here, any final thoughts?
No, just enjoy it as always. Anytime you get in the gym and see good quality basketball, and when it's district tournament time, you're going to see it.
All right, well, that seat will be waiting there for you tomorrow night. Make sure it stays warm and have a good call. All right, that'll wrap it up for us here on Glycod. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Kentucky High School Tournament, it's on. Let's do it. Let's have some fun the next couple of weeks. But that'll wrap it up here for us from Collins High School. You've been watching Central Kentucky High School basketball this evening on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Basketball, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game was brought to you by Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza, take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.